everybody, welcome back to another episode of Brotherly Banter. My name is Juan. I'm here with my two co-hosts, Jesus and Aldo.
What up?
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's no chance, guys. No chance. Let's go for the tank.
Yeah, we're going to get into a good week of football, man. We'll start off straight into it with my game, Steelers versus Browns. I can't say anything other than I called it all week long.
Okay, no one cares if you called it. Y'all still lost.
Yeah, we lost. It's all right. We came off a four-day break facing the Ravens, one of the hardest teams in the NFL. We won that game, came back and lost the trap game to the Browns.
So the shittiest team in the NFL, probably.
Hey, it's Jameis Winston, dog. He's eating them dubs.
Dubs,
He
bro.
never doubt Jameis Winston.
He got a frosty dub that night, or that day, that night, because that was such a good snow game, bro.
Snow game was crazy.
Dude, in the beginning, it starts off and it's like nice little snowflakes. And then all of a sudden, by like the third or fourth quarter, it is a full-blown
blizzard,
flurry.
bro.
Dude, it was awesome. I would love to play in a game like that. Man.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Great game,
He
though.
was just talking about how
It was.
slush, like his feet were getting heavy. And,
Yeah.
man, it was
Like, it was like a movie. You're in the movie and you're going slow mo.
It looked like it when Jameis ran for that touchdown, dog.
Oh,
It was
I know.
the slowest run, and it worked because I guess everybody's trying to run so fast, but they're sliding, they're heavy. So it was crazy, bro.
Yeah,
it was a
tough
good game.
It was a good game. It was a tough game. We kept beating ourselves, man. That honestly, that game, and it doesn't happen often. It's far and few between, but that game was a game that Mike Tomlin got out coached, and it's rare that you see that. And he just made a lot of mistakes. One at the end of the first half, and then that penalty at the end.
Oh yeah, y'all started getting penalized like crazy towards the end.
Well, and remember the intentional grounding play that wasn't intentional grounding. It was illegal touching all of a sudden, and so they didn't accept it, but then they accepted it. And
I felt like that they should never have let that happen, bro.
Well, it's
that whole
because
accepting, don't accepting. Like,
well, no, the ref didn't know the call.
Oh, well, that's
so
bullshit.
then they went back and were like, okay, no, it's not intentional grounding. It's an illegal touching.
We saw this twice happen already. One in this game, and I think one in the Monday night game, where the call was changed based off of whatever it is the other team did, and I don't think that's right.
Honestly, that kind of screwed us, bro, because intentional grounding would have been loss of down plus the penalty, so it would have been fourth down and 4th and 7, and they would have had to kick a 58-yard field goal in the snow, and that probably would have iced the game for us. But then it became a illegal touching, so it was 3rd down and 7, and they converted on the 3rd down and ended up winning the game. Yeah. So it was tough. Well, what can you do? You came off a short week. We have a mini bye before we go into the Bengals next week. You just got to reset, and we're still 8-3. So still winning record, still top of the division.
And I got to give it off to the QBs in this game because it can't be easy throwing a football in the snow or even like in the rain, right?
Yeah.
I mean, throwing it to where they needed to be. I mean,
imagine it's freezing
Jameis
outside.
Winston went 18 for 27 while Russell Wilson went 21 for 28. So it wasn't that bad of a throwing game because they were getting the balls where they needed to go.
I think it was 270 yards, Russell Wilson?
Yeah, and then
270.
Visibility, being able to see, like, man, that must have been tough to be able to play QB.
Bro,
in that,
shit, we could barely see, and we had eagle eye, 1080p, 380.
Right.
Yo,
So
and I'll
that's
say
credit,
this, bro. We were down 2 scores early, and in the second half, in the snow, Russell Wilson came back, bro, and threw some darts, bro, in the snow.
I mean,
we got 2 touchdowns back to back.
It did help that Jameis also threw some darts to y'all motherfuckers.
Yes.
That helps.
So this is one of those games.
A couple of fumbles,
and that's
too.
another thing I think that played, even though it didn't help them win, but it played with like that interception. When I saw that, that's the first thing I thought it was, man, they're wearing white. So it's like, it's probably hard to see that too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, these guys are wearing white with the yellow, which isn't really distinct either.
Yeah.
Man, and I'm sure when he's back there, he ain't directly looking. He's probably looking at his peripheral, trying to get the safety to maybe move one way. So when he looks and he throws it, and all of a sudden, oh shit, there's yellow pants in the middle of the fucking
so
field.
That should have iced it right there. That last pick that he threw,
Yes.
that should have iced it. There was 4 minutes left. All we need is a first down. We win the game.
That's where y'all got.
And fucking Arthur Smith
Yeah,
puts Justin Fields in on 3rd and 4, bro.
there was one run that Justin Fields had that was fire.
Great run.
But that one was completely blown.
Situational. Like,
yeah, 100%.
Russell Wilson was 12 for 13 for like 207 yards on 3rd and 4th down that game, bro. And he puts in Justin Fields on 3rd and 4, and Justin Fields just throws it up to George Pickens. And I'm not even going to get into the non-call penalties of pass interference that happened all game on George Pickens. But you don't do that. This is probably Arthur Smith's worst called game all season long, and it showed.
Well, and again, the snow played a part. I mean, I get it. You gotta try to see, but
the Browns
and
also
keep an
played
eye,
in the snow. Like,
yeah, I agree. And I 100% agree with that. They're both playing in the same terrain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And on top of that, like
Steelers just let it hurt them more.
Yeah, and the Steelers are used to this kind of weather, bro. They play in an open field. Their fucking field gets frozen too, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So there's no excuse. It's just, the Browns had their number this game, and you did call it
the
JJ.
last 5 games, honestly. So we're 0-5 in the last 5 games that we played.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, like every time y'all go into Cleveland and it's like this, it's
now at home it's a different story. Away at Cleveland,
shit. It seems like you can put anybody back there and you get a dub.
I don't do this often, but TJ Watt was a no-show that game. He had nothing. Maybe one tackle.
I mean, you're allowed to take off one game. You're allowed to use your sick days, TJ.
Yeah, this was a sick day. This was a sick day for him. So that's all right. We'll move on. We bounce back. We're going to face a really tough opponent.
Is it a sick day though? Because he lost to the Browns, and now we're saying, "Oh, you're allowed to use a sick day." Well, you should have showed up to that game.
You should have.
I'd rather use a sick day and be like, "Hey, he didn't show up to a really good offensive team." Come on.
As a Steelers fan, I always get this feeling of like, you know the game's on the line, right? And you're like, all right, TJ's coming for this one. He's going to close it out. You get that feeling all the time because he's done it time and time again. And it just never happened, bro. And I was so sad. And I was like, fuck. Then you got Myles Garrett over here talking shit, bro. He's a douchebag, bro. Myles Garrett's such a fucking douchebag. Like,
it's a rivalry game.
He showed up. He got handed a fucking DPOY last year.
He didn't take a sick day.
Yeah.
He didn't take a sick day.
Bruh.
Oh, y'all do. Y'all play the Bengals at Cincinnati.
Yeah. Oof. We have a gauntlet, bro. Our last 8 games are a gauntlet. It started with Washington, and then Ravens, and then all our divisional games.
Well, good luck to you guys.
Yeah. I say we get 10, 11 wins. I'll be satisfied with that and make
you're
playoffs.
You're right there. So you need. There's only 2 left, really.
Yeah.
Shit. So
and we got Eagles and Chiefs still.
Oh yeah,
Eagles are.
And I got the Browns too.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough stuffing Saquon, which we will get into because that motherfucker is good.
All right, we got our next game: Titans versus Texans. This one was crazy, bro. Sophomore slump. Are we calling it a sophomore slump?
I think it's safe to say it when you know. I mean, and there's no excuse. You got Nico back. Schultz is still Schultz. You know what I mean? Tank Dell. This is the same team plus Joe Mixon that y'all ran last year. So y'all should be, especially the Colts.
I mean,
come on now.
Is it a sophomore slump? Because he was doing well in the beginning of the season.
I mean, you expect him to take another step,
But then now it's kind of like, oh well.
My bad. I said the Colts. I mean the damn Tennessee Titans.
It's like his CJ fraud.
you saw that? That's in the notes.
Yeah, he. I feel like his decision making has been off these past few weeks. Mm-hmm. We haven't seen the rookie CJ Stroud that we saw last season.
Will Levis played a cleaner game than he did.
Bro, Will Levis was dropping dimes, bro. He was dropping dimes.
Dude,
he did throw a pick 6, I think, but
yeah.
But still.
But bro, for the I think the 8th or 9th week that Westbrook 9 Akine or whatever has had a touchdown, bro, and he's on my bench just chilling, pissed off at me, probably asking for a trade. It's too late. The trade deadline's passed, sucker. You stuck with us. But great game from the Titans, man. They pulled it through. Tony Pollard had a nice run. He ended up with 24 carries, 119, and 1 tutty. That's beautiful out of Tony. And Joe Mixon, man, he didn't have a good game, bro. 14 carries for 22 yards.
Why couldn't that fucking happen last week? Holy shit.
We're talking about 2 different defensive lines.
For real.
We're talking about one that's probably a UFL defensive line with the Cowboys, except for this week. And I don't know. Titans got some guys, bro. Their defensive defense, their run defense is pretty good. So they did a good job in stuffing the run.
You can tell a lot about. I didn't mean to cut you off, but you could tell a lot about teams when they have nothing to play for, bro. The fucking Browns, they came out and they beat the fucking 8-2 Steelers. Mm-hmm. The Titans, who are 3-8, came out and beat the 7-4 Texans. This is the point of the season.
Very important one. How about them Cowboys beating the shit out of the Commanders? We still own you, no matter if you change your name, no matter what you do, we find you.
Redskins.
And so you see all these bad teams, they're coming out just to play for each other. They don't really have anything to prove but to play ball.
Yep.
And
those are the scariest teams.
Yes, bro. Those are the most dangerous teams, I feel like.
And Nico had a great game, bro.
And so did Henry To'o. I just wanted to say his name because he has his pretty cool name, Henry To'o.
Who is that?
He plays for the Texans. He's he had 3 tackles that game, so that's a
D-line. Is he a D-lineman?
Okay,
so
I see.
it's he has a really cool name, you know.
That is a pretty cool name.
So that was a good game, man. That was a really good game.
And Will Levis. So let's go back to Will Levis. Like, I know they're still kind of like, okay, you know what? This season's washed. Are we gonna look for somebody to replace him next year?
He's still young.
They've been talking about it, but I, like you said, and like I said before, give him the time. Let him build him up. He can show us, and he has shown us that he can do and perform well. You know what I'm saying? Once he gets the team built around him, he can succeed.
Yeah, he's definitely played well.
It's just as a good example. Once we get into that game,
it's after this next one, man. It's after this next one. We got a nice banger, a very good divisional matchup. The Vikings and Bears, bro. That game was so good. And you know what sucks on that one is, weren't you going up against Caleb Williams?
I don't know.
I have Caleb Williams.
I was going up against Jordan Love, I think.
Oh, were you?
Because I have Caleb.
Oh, you have Caleb? Oh, that's why you like him so much. But I mean,
it was good. That was a good game,
dude. It started off like first quarter, bro. Aaron Jones, huge run, bro, and I was like, shit, here we go.
Oh no, I have Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, we'll get to that one too because dude, he went off.
He did, yeah.
But Aaron Jones, 22 carries, 106 yards, 1 tutty. That's not even the star of that game, bro. Like Sam Darnold killed it, bro. 22 for 34, 333 yards, 2 tutties. But that Bears defense, they kept him in the game. I know like 30 points is a lot to get hung on. They did take him to overtime, but there was a lot of like special teams plays that they really came clutch for the Bears. Like that recovery that happened that, you know, they allowed them to get the kick. The kick itself, they've been struggling on kicking like all year. And they finally got at least a chance to get into a high scoring matchup. But, you know, they fell short, but
yeah, and it was cool to see. It was good to see, you know, that last drive to get them into overtime, and like I thought it was already done, but it started off slow for Caleb a little bit. Did. But once the third quarter hit, he went off, man. Yeah, he played well.
He did everything. Well. He was their rushing leader. That's how serious it was, bro.
There was this funny but not funny stat that like in 10 starts, Caleb Williams now has 3 300-yard passing games, and just 10 games, and Justin Fields out of 44 starts only has 2.
Damn, for real?
Out of his whole career, only has 2 over 300-yard passing games.
I guess what's so good about Justin Fields is that upside that he has of being able to be athletic and just run it. You know what I mean? And I like that they're starting to kind of implement a lot of like college plays for Caleb, where he has design runs and he has these quick screens. Oh my God, those quick screens to DJ Moore were killing them.
And I wouldn't compare him and Justin Fields because they're 2 different quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Because he's more of a pocket passer, right? Yeah. But Justin Fields, look at Lamar Jackson. How many 300+ yards, you know, passes does he have per year or whatever? But he's taking his team to the Super Bowl or to the AFC Championship game. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And close to getting to a Super Bowl. So MVP, you know, like he's got accolades. So he doesn't throw like
that's what makes
Williams can.
That's what blows my mind about Justin Fields, is because like he has that Lamar Jackson type style to his play, but like they're different ends of the spectrum right now. You know, Justin Fields is on the bench and Lamar's MVP.
But Justin,
arguably,
to be honest, I mean to be just clear, like Justin Fields can start.
Yes, he can.
Yeah, definitely.
And I want to say, I mean, it's not really showing now. Well, I think there was some changes made, but Lamar went into a situation that was good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Ravens weren't necessarily relevant, but they were.
Like the Steelers are always
stuff.
Yeah, it was very much like a soft rebuild. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
and you plug and play a quarterback, and you know it makes a difference.
Like, and he went into it, and it was like, man, perfect. But with Justin, it was almost like a full rebuild. We need to get the QB.
They're
and then we
still
can
in rebuild mode, bro. They've been in rebuild mode for like.
But I think
15
now,
years, bro.
What they could have done with Justin, if they had the right staff, they could have still kept him and maybe build a little bit and get some other stuff. But now that they see that I'm guessing they're really liking what they're seeing from Caleb.
They found a guy, bro.
Yeah.
Caleb's a guy.
Yeah. So they're gonna stick with him and build around him. So
hey, I bet you Jay Cutler pissed off. No, I'm just kidding. Jay Cutler don't know. Give that man a cigarette.
So yeah, that was a good game.
Rex Grossman.
I really.
I don't hate a lot of things, but I definitely didn't like Redskins.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like the Bears,
it's a Redskin thing. No, because he was with the Redskins. It's a Redskin thing.
Yeah, it was a Redskin too.
Yeah, I think it is. Now we get to the best game of the week. Go ahead, Aldo. Tell us about the best game of the week.
So
what
you're
happened?
saying there's still a chance?
Hell no! Please, Lord. We are 4-7, sir. We are 4-7. There's only 3 games left. I don't think 7-7 is gonna do it.
No, there's not 3 games.
Is
left.
it 3?
No,
4?
bro, there's like 7 games left. 6 games.
Oh, 7 games left. I'm thinking of fantasy.
Yeah, you are thinking.
I'm thinking of fantasy. I'm locked in on
There
fantasy.
ain't even that many in that fantasy. There's only 2 games.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then we got playoffs.
Well,
But no.
some of us.
Listen, I will say this, man.
It was a rough game though.
That
It started off rough.
that was a crazy game.
No, it wasn't though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Cooper Rush was doing really good. Every time we get into like scoring range, then it would be like shit. And same thing with Jaden Daniels. They were at first they were moving it a little bit, but like for the most part, going into like the second half, bro, it was like 3-3. It was terrible.
Yeah, and the passing game wasn't. I mean, I know maybe we've seen 2 different things in our views of the game, but I don't think the passing game was really there like it should be with what we have in the Cowboys wide receivers. But Dotto,
Rico?
yeah, he
love
was
him.
playing lights out. I mean, maybe not
19
like Barkley,
carries, 86 yards. I could take that,
yeah,
bro.
he was fighting, man.
Yeah, dude. But listen, Cooper Rush, 24 for 32, 247, 2 tutties.
He was
If
getting,
you didn't
he
know
was
his
getting
name-
so much slander, bro. He was getting so
Yeah,
much slander.
he was, bro.
But
it's-
I'm part of that slander.
Dude, but the Cowboys are the Lakers of the NFL. You know what I mean? So if it's just like that, bro. So for Cooper Rush to step up the way he did, it was amazing, bro. Like, that guy can ball, bro. It just, you're a backup, bro. You're not used to like getting ready for a game and playing all these games and shit like that. Most of the time, shit, you chilling on the bench. You know what I mean? So it's gonna take for some time, and he's got a couple of games, so he'll be able to step it up. It's just it is what it is.
So if we're not gonna say that maybe there's a chance,
We're not.
right? I don't care what I see from Cooper Rush.
Same.
I want to see what you can get from Trey Lance, man.
Everybody says that.
No, you need to. You know why? Because get your money's worth. One, because you're gonna lose him regardless. Probably at the end of the season, if they're not gonna sign him back up, right? So you're gonna lose him unless he like gives you like, oh, I'll come for like $100K or something. Stupid.
Hey, you know what? Brahmas need a quarterback.
But what I'm saying is that, you know what I'm saying? You use him, play him. You're not. What are you playing for, honestly?
Yeah.
See what you can
They
get.
put him in a couple of drives. They did a couple of design runs.
They ran him, design runs in the red zone. Like, it wasn't like they put him in to see what, like,
everyone's trying to taste the hill experiment, dog.
You saw me looking at you. I was like, hey. Mike McCarthy was like, hey, what's that play Mike Tomlin ran the other day?
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Shut
you're
the
gonna
fuck
lose
up,
this
Mike.
guy anyway. Just use him. See what he can really do. Maybe you see something like, dang, maybe who was this kid? This is not the same person we saw in preseason, and like, maybe you find a diamond in the rough that you didn't know you had laying on the side of the, on the bench. You know what I'm saying, or something. But get your money's worth.
I think this game really came down to special teams, bro.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
Without that, it probably would have been a loss.
If Turpin would have not got that freaking touchdown,
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you right now, dog.
over.
Turpin is my motherfucking player of the week, bro. That shit was fire, bro.
That was crazy.
Like, but we have a problem with Turpin. We're gonna need to pay him soon, and we cannot pay that motherfucker,
I don't know.
bro.
Maybe it's kind
He's
of
gonna want money. These last
Not
couple
like
of
that,
games,
but he's a special teams guy, bro.
Yeah, but
He's
I mean,
sum it up. He's not gonna ask.
He's been showing up as a wide receiver.
I know, but he's not. He's more of a special teams guy than he is a wide receiver. He's not going to be asking for wide receiver money. He's going to He's going to get special teams money.
He will probably, but
I still prefer a healthy.
Maybe like 50 mil over a few years. Like, he's not going to be.
Oh, we will be getting Brandon Cooks.
No, I prefer him.
Yeah, 100%.
A healthy Brandon Cooks.
But we will need to start entertaining that conversation.
When
are you going to start questioning? Hasn't he been injury like past 2-3 years, bro? Like,
yeah, but I mean, this is last year with us, so it's all good.
Yeah, and he's
That's
barely
why we got,
ever played.
No, but when,
I mean,
when,
it's fine.
When he's played, he's played well.
Yeah, but when are you going to say, hey,
everybody needs a
it's
number
been
two?
It's been 3 years.
You need a number two.
Since Brandon Cooks?
We haven't had him for 3 years.
No, I think
This
year was
is
his first
year
year.
3. Last year was not his first year.
I'm pretty sure it was 2 years.
No, because he was.
Well, either way, you need a good number 2.
Yes, but he never plays. He's like the
that's why
Kawhi.
that's why
he's like the Kawhi of the NFL,
you watch
bro.
your fucking mouth.
He's like the Kawhi.
You watch.
He's getting paid all his money to not play.
Hey,
him and Michael Gallup.
Kawhi is the same, and Michael Gallup's retired.
He's not even in the
but
league.
when he was with y'all, he was always hurt.
Man, dog.
They signed Brandon Cooks and they signed Michael Gallup to be number 2, number 3, and y'all had a badass wide receiving core, and they never played. It was always only CeeDee Lamb.
Last year Brandon Cooks played a lot more games than he did this year for sure.
Yeah, but that's not saying anything because he hasn't played anything this year.
Yeah, he's been a little banged up this year, bro. He's been a little banged up. Who hasn't? But yeah,
Trayvon Diggs didn't even play that last year.
But we're talking about your,
and now
your
he's
wide
hurt
receiver
again.
core.
Now he's hurt again. I mean, yeah, wide receiver core, but I mean, every player counts.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
But I'm just saying, let Trey Lance play.
Yeah, he's only been with us for 2 seasons, from 23 to current, 2 seasons.
And out of those 2 seasons, how many games played?
What? How many games played?
6.
Oh shit, I don't know. Nah, it hasn't been no 6 games, bro. What the hell? It ain't been no 6 games. Has it been 6 games?
But, no, but either way, again, man, that field goal, man, who would have thought? And when I watched it, like, yes, I know they fumbled that snap, but the
throws off the timing.
Kicker, the holder, he got it and planted it good.
You talking about our kick?
The final kick.
No, bro.
Like, he got it and he still had good plant. Like, he had planted it and it was still laces out there.
You know what's so funny? That none of that shit would have mattered because Wanye Thomas grabbed the fucking ball and took off to the end zone right after that. So it wouldn't have mattered. Even if he got it.
Butterfly effect.
But I'm saying is that...
Oh, don't start.
But I'm saying is like...
This ain't an Ashton Kutcher movie.
You know what I'm saying? Like that just crazy. That's
a wild ass game, right?
It. Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. I put a note.
That Scary Terry touchdown, bro. That was crazy too.
I needed that so bad, bro.
That was crazy.
I as much as that made my asshole pucker a little bit. I was like, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? I needed that. Now handle your business. Actually, you know what? I would have been cool if we lost that shit, but fuck y'all.
And you know what was good about that too, which is sad at the same time because I miss him. We beat Dan Quinn.
Yeah, we outcoached Dan Quinn.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh, we outcoached Dan Quinn.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
I would say it.
Don't say that.
Bro, our defense was good. They were holding them. They were pretty much holding them all the way up until the end.
I don't think it was the coaching that made the defense good. I think it was that the defense knowing who they were playing made them good.
Yes, I think that's what it really was, bro.
Because I don't care who you had coaching.
It was like,
I could have been there coaching that defense.
You know how I felt? I feel like Micah Parsons and everybody was like, hey, let me show off so he knows how good I am still so I can go over there. That's how I feel. I'm not happy with Micah Parsons right now. I don't know.
I'm not either. I'm okay if they let him go.
I'm okay with it too. I'm gonna be so upset because I just bought a jersey. But
what?
Yeah, dude. The way he's been talking is crazy, bro. Like, he's a generational talent, but like, I just feel like his head is not with the Cowboys, bro. He loves everybody else but the Cowboys, bro. It's insane, bro. So I don't know. If I'm the next coach, I'm having a nice little sit down with that guy. I'm be like, hey, you need to chill out with sucking everybody's dick on everybody else's team. Like, chill the fuck out.
Exactly. And you know who's my new favorite Cowboy?
Overshown.
No. I got it. It's Asil Richards, right?
Asil Richards, baby. You're right.
He's actually a really good.
He's really good.
He's a really good tackle.
He didn't even start, and they put him in, and they made a difference.
Yeah, there was a lot of talk about like how the future is going to be without Zach Martin, and they're like, the future's pretty bright because the whole time in that spot was TJ Bass, and he did a pretty good job protecting Cooper.
I mean, even though the rookie center did have a few hiccups here and there, but man, Asim looked good.
Cooper BB. Yeah, he's got some work, but great win. I'll take it. But hey, don't forget what the the motivation is for this year. Tank.
I don't think they're gonna be able to.
Tank. Yes, we are.
You're saying there's a chance.
We're gonna get one more win, right? We're gonna beat the fucking Giants, and then everybody else is gonna beat our ass. So
I don't want to lose to the Eagles though.
We have no choice. No one can stop Saquon. So and we'll get there. We're gonna run through.
If the Cowboys beat the Eagles, what does that say?
The Cowboys beat the Eagles. That's it.
It's hard with divisional games because divisional games can always go either way.
Look at divisions. Look at that. The Browns just beat the Browns, who have 2 games to their name, probably just beat a 7-2 team. You know what I mean? And they beat them bad too. It was bad.
So you're just giving them bad. So you're giving Eagles fans an excuse to be like, oh, well, that's why y'all beat us.
It's just a reality of division games.
It's reality. You know, and I'll take it because in the end of the day, they're just gonna lose in the playoffs and come sit right next to Daddy, the Cowboys or the Daddy.
We had Dolphins versus Patriots. This one was a big win for the Dolphins.
They just ran him over. Tua's
looking good.
He's looking good. Smith is looking good.
It also just shows how much different a quarterback makes on your team, 100%. Bro. How important Tua is to the Dolphins.
Well, yes, and that team shows how important it is to have healthy receivers and tight end because they don't have any run game.
Who doesn't?
The Dolphins, man.
The Dolphins do not have a run game?
Their run game ain't that great.
I mean, it hasn't been.
Yeah.
I mean, last year it was good, but
this year it's been kind of like.
Okay, but because obviously when you have a quarterback that can't throw, you're gonna stack the box. So these last couple games that Tua's been out, that haven't been great for Devon Achane or for Raheem Mostert, but these guys constantly put up numbers, and if they don't do it on the ground, they'll do it in the air.
Yeah, good receiving back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Achane only ran for 32 yards.
Yeah. But then he got another, he was, 3 for 24, 2 tutties? That's beautiful. I'll take that.
Oh, passing.
Yeah, that's passing. Oh. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So what they don't do on the ground, they can do on the air,
exactly.
too.
Exactly. So their biggest threat is in the air. And that's why
but that's also what the Dolphins have been the past few years.
That's what they are. They're a passing offensive game. And with Smith, I always put him on the bench since I've gotten him, but I should have known because the run game is kind of slacking that he's been a key player.
This is his breakout season, bro.
Yeah. Which is crazy because hasn't he been in the league for 5-6 years?
Yeah, he did really good with the who was it? I think it was with the Pats. He was with the Pats for a little bit.
Yeah.
After he left the Pats, then he kind of sucked. So
yeah, bro.
He looks like a wide receiver.
Jalen Waddle, though. Jalen Waddle had a really good game. 8 catches, 144 yards, a touchdown.
It's about time because that guy just got a bag and he ain't been playing like he's been playing like he got a bag. He's lazy, bro. So it's nice. I'm not saying he's lazy.
Nice to have Tua back.
It's just annoying to see Waddle being so praised and he hasn't really shown up. So I'm a little salty at that, but I am very happy that he did get 8 for 144. I wish it was my cousin though with those numbers.
And it is good to have Tua back. But let's talk on this. Is he healthy?
He looking healthy. Hey,
I don't know if he's fully healthy because when it comes to concussions, it takes time to heal. People don't understand when you have any types of traumatic brain injuries. There's a healing process to that. It doesn't it just doesn't go. It just doesn't go away.
100%.
So I wouldn't say he's healthy 100%, but he's healthy to the extent that he is playing lights out for sure, right?
Yeah.
So imagine if he maybe next season once he's maybe gotten some time to recover, man, how serious the Dolphins could be.
They could be good.
It's gonna be hard. So this year, right? They can't win their division. The Bills are gonna definitely take the division.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it's looking like to be one of those bubble teams to take a wild card, you're gonna need maybe 9 wins.
They can get them.
The Dolphins, if they're playing the way they're playing now, man, they could probably win 4 out of their last 8 games.
Let's look at their next games. So they have the Packers. That's going to be tough at the Thursday night game on the 28th. That's actually this Thursday, Turkey Day night game.
Yeah, Green Bay, Miami.
We will be tuning into that. After that game, they will have the Jets, which they should win that one. But again, divisional games, those can go any which way. And then they also have Week 15. They'll have the Texans, another hard game. Maybe CJ Stroud by this point has it rolling. We'll see. It is in Houston. And then after that, Week 16, they will have who is it? I think that's their bye week. Am I not mistaken?
Bye week?
I think they got a bye week that week because I don't see them on the schedule. If I'm not mistaken.
They'll play the Bills again, which is going to be tough. But I mean, point being,
no, I'm sorry, 49ers. I'm so sorry.
That they're going to have to win a lot of these last few games, and I think they have a hard schedule to end the year.
Yeah, every game I just mentioned is hard. Even with the 49ers being banged up, that's still a hard game. They got the Browns, which that's probably their easiest game coming up,
let's just be honest.
The Jets again.
Their season was kind of washed when
Tyreek
Hill No, when Tyreek Hill got
pulled
arrested.
over.
Let's just be honest. When that happened, I was like, dang, what's going on right now?
No.
That was a bad omen on the Dolphins right off the bat.
It was.
You know what I mean?
That was crazy.
And then Tua goes down and, it went downhill from there.
Yeah.
But I think next year, man, this might be a team who might be like, what
100%. They're always somebody to talk about, bro.
Yeah.
And I like Mike McDaniels, bro. He reminds me of CJ, bro. 100%.
Why?
He's got CJ swag, bro. I don't know why.
You're so funny. We have next game, Chiefs versus Panthers, which is actually surprisingly really good game.
I'm just saying.
Bryce Young.
What are you saying?
Bryce Young looks good, bro. He looks really good, honestly.
Say that again.
Bryce Young looks good.
Bryce Young looks good.
I've never been a Bryce Young hater,
No,
bro.
no,
I've always loved Bryce Young.
But people gave up on him.
Yeah. I would say I am one of those people that gave up on him, bro. And it's not so much his fault. It's just that organization, bro. Like,
but Thielen said that. Thielen said that when they were starting to bench Bryce Young. He's it's not an offensive problem.
Yeah.
It's
an everybody
problem.
That's a perfect way to say
being
it.
the QB, he's going to take majority of the blame.
And when it's so early in the season, you start off 1-5. Of course, you're going to bench the quarterback, bro. But then you realize, okay, hey, we still suck. Like, okay. Well, you can play now.
The Red Rifle had like one. The Red Rifle had like one game.
He almost beat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Yeah, he did. He did great. 21 for 35, 263, and 1 tutty. That's amazing, bro. Chuba Hubbard did really good,
and I think they would have won that game.
He's a top 5 back this year, bro.
He's fucking amazing,
I think they would have won that game if the defense would have QB spied on Mahomes and prevented him from running that freaking first down.
It's tough, bro, because like they have so many weapons. Like, look at that. Like one of their main guys was Noah Gray, bro. Noah Gray's
been a good guy for them.
Dude, he's had like 4 consecutive.
I thought he was a tight end at first.
He is a tight end.
No, he's a receiver.
Bro, he's a tight end.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was classified as a receiver.
I mean, he acts like one, but shit, they all act like one over there, bro. With fucking Travis Kelce leading the pack, which is crazy, bro. But great game. Fucking how can the Chiefs continue to squeeze out these little fucking games, bro?
Coaching.
Like, yeah, 100% is coaching, bro. But can they continue that? Like when you go to it, when you're gonna come up to a coach that has like the same like level, you think they can pull it off?
But I mean, let's be honest. Like they just came off of a loss.
Yeah.
To the Bills.
Tough loss.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Regular season, blah blah blah, whatever. They still lost.
And Patrick Mahomes played like shit that game.
And then,
completely opposite.
And then they literally almost lost to a 3-8 Panthers. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they won, but are they kind of maybe going downward a little bit, or are they still? Yeah, they're still the team.
I think we're just so used to seeing the Chiefs so dominant offensively and their defense so dominant on the defensive side that they're having like a year where they have to actually work together and play complementary football. Coaching has to be on point, and they're just not as dominant as they used to be. So we're like, fuck, do the Chiefs suck? How are they winning so many games? But in reality, like they're just their offense is trying to complement their defense. Their defense is trying to complement their offense, and it's working. They're in a very I'm kind of used to it, right? Because that's how Steelers games are. They're very gritty, like 1-score games, like always in the defensive battle. And I think the Chiefs are in that phase of their offense right now, where like all these games are going to be tough for them, but they're still going to end up winning.
I don't know if they're going to be tough because the only tough team they're going to be playing that they've already played was the Bills, which they lost.
Yep.
Now they're playing the Panthers. Then they're going to play the Raiders. Now and then the Chargers, which I mean, I wouldn't say they're going to give them a run for their money either because they're like hit or miss. And then they play the Browns. Like, do they have the easiest schedule of the season now or something? Like these teams, who have they really played besides the Ravens? And I mean, they lost to the Bills. Like that's really gonna show us that they're that team.
I mean,
they lost to the Bills.
They played a healthy 49ers kind of in the beginning of the season.
Man, but now the 49ers are starting to be.
So then it's kind of subjective, right? They played the Ravens. They played the Bengals,
in the first, which they lost because of the field goal. Or they won with a field goal, right? They almost lost that game.
They played the Bengals, which is a good team. Mm-hmm. Falcons, they're I would say mid team right now.
They did lose by a toe their first week.
Yeah, they beat the Chargers, which I mean now we can see Chargers are a pretty good team.
Chargers are pretty good.
Yeah, they beat the Saints, not so good.
No,
Niners.
Derek Carr was who Derek Carr is.
Yeah, Niners not great this year. No. Raiders not great this year. They beat the Bucks. Bucks are a pretty good team.
Overtime.
That was actually a great game.
That was a great game on Monday night.
They beat the Broncos, which Broncos are a pretty good team. They're 7-4, I think.
They were in their stride.
Yeah.
So yes, they're good now. But
I mean, they only played the Broncos 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, they're better. They're getting better.
Yeah.
I mean, they have the most sacks in the league.
I mean, I would say a majority of their wins have been good wins against good teams, and maybe like 3 or 4 against bad teams.
Yeah, the Raiders one was a bad team.
Raiders is bad.
So what does that say about the Bills?
Bills are really good.
Bills are really good, bro.
They could come out of the AFC this year.
Yeah.
But this is how it's been every year with the Bills and the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. The Chiefs are the hump that Josh Allen and the Bills have to get over, and they just haven't yet.
Yeah, and it's one thing to talk about regular season. Great, you get the win. Yeah. It's a whole different ballgame when you go into Arrowhead in the playoffs.
And I think that's why nobody's taking that Bills and Chiefs game like so heavy.
No,
because
everybody's already forgot about it.
It's regular season, bro. You know, it happens. What really matters is when they see each other again in the playoffs, which they will. Well, that's what's going to matter. Whether it's in New York, right, in Buffalo, where it's a fucking frozen tundra. They're on a freeze warning, I think, this weekend.
Yeah.
Or if they're in Arrowhead, where it's also another frozen tundra.
It doesn't matter where they go. It's fucking cold everywhere now.
Yeah, bro. So,
but
it was a good matchup,
game, bro.
Man.
Came down to the wire. So, hey, good job, Panthers.
Well, he won't have to worry about throwing the ball to Diggs, so I think that might change a little bit.
Oh, he's got somebody way better, way better. Amari Cooper next week, baby.
Never mind. Chiefs are gonna win that game all day. You're talking about Amari Cooper.
We had Bucks versus Giants. This one was just complete domination.
Yeah,
Tommy DeVito is actually not good.
Yeah, did you see Neighbors even said it at the post game? Locker room. He was like, it wasn't an offense or a QB problem. We still had the same.
Yeah, outcome. It was the same when DJ was there.
Oh, yeah, they just need like how we talked about last week. Like when you run plays through somebody, they become a problem, bro. Like giving him sweeps, give him shit out the backfield, give him fucking design everything, bro. Like make him a fucking problem, but they don't do that, bro. So
and that's what I was saying too, because when I watched these games, because I was following Neighbors for my fantasy, they weren't running those like. Oh, like I wouldn't see that Neighbors was like, oh man, Neighbors is this great pickup that they got. He's like their best player, blah blah.
Wasting his fucking talent. Right?
It's crazy how the whole thing unfolded though, bro. Like,
it escalated so fast. It went from paying him, right, watching the preseason and him shit in the bed, having a few good games in the beginning, having a bunch of shitty games in the midseason, and then just bench, release, done. It was crazy, and I like. Forgive me if I'm wrong, bro, but are they still in the books for his money?
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you releasing them, bro? It's the injuring clause.
That's the injuring clause.
Yeah, the injuring clause. But did he ask?
He did. I mean, supposedly the word on the street is he asked, so they thought it would be mutually beneficial for both teams to just part ways. Which it's shit.
Take your money, bro. Take your money.
I would have done that shit, bro. I'm chilling.
Okay, I don't know if it's just me, but if I'm getting paid 25 fucking million, 30 million to not play football, I'm taking it and I'm running, dog.
I'm saying, like, Trey Lance is chilling, bro. He's like 20 years old.
I guess it's probably because we've never seen that money before, right? So like
nowadays these guys are getting like what is it called? NIL deals like crazy.
I've seen a feed, like a meme video, and it was it wasn't about it was Daniels and Watson. It was about Watson and Daniels, and it was an old K and Peele skit where he's talking about the job. He's like, we're gonna rob them blind. We just gotta show up every day.
Oh yeah,
for 30 years, and then we walk out the front door.
I saw that. Yeah, they'll never see me. You got a job? Or you get a job?
All right, let's get into our next one. We got the Lions versus the Colts. Lions came out and dominated again. I think it was the first team this year to 10 wins. Rightfully so, man. They've been dominating hard.
It's either between them or the Chiefs.
Or the
Chiefs
Bills.
The Bills are still 9-2.
The Bills 9-2.
Bills 9-2.
But this one wasn't that fancy, bro. It wasn't
just ground and pound.
Ground and pound, bro. Again, like what we talked about, Sonic and Knuckles, bro. Like
Yeah, bro.
That's a good. Like we talked. Like, man, this is the team next year. Everybody's gonna want a piece of that team in fantasy football, bro.
For sure. Hey, I don't know if y'all saw, but remember that trade proposal I put in the chat? Someone wanted Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he was gonna give you the dude. I said yes. Did you do it?
No, I didn't do it.
Why?
Because I need Amon-Ra. He's my only receiver.
Bro,
I have
Debo.
Debo.
The haul that you got. He was gonna give you Zay Flowers. Like that takes that spot.
That Amon-Ra's number 2 in fantasy.
He is. Yes.
Zay Flowers like number 15, and he's sometimes inconsistent. Like,
and so is David Montgomery too. So
yeah. He was gonna give me that David Montgomery, Zay Flowers, Brandon Aubrey, Kyle Pitt. He was gonna give me a haul, bro.
Who does David Montgomery play for?
The Lions.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to stack like that. Like, should I stack both running backs, Montgomery and?
Oh, you have Gibbs too?
I have Gibbs. Yeah.
Oh, then don't know. I didn't know that piece of information was not given to me.
I mean, I honestly though I feel like those are probably the only 2 running backs
and
that you could stack.
That. Absolutely.
But
hey, I won with a stack this past week. I won with a stack of Swift and Roschon Johnson.
That's my stack right now. I got St. Brown and Gibbs, and it's fire for me.
Oh, that's not that stack is shit. That's because that team scores like an average of like 34 points.
For real, right?
So
everybody gets a piece of the cake.
You're bound to get a piece.
Yeah.
So
Colts, they could be a bubble team right now. They're technically a bubble team in the AFC, so they took a loss, but I expected that from a really good team. So
yeah,
that was
but it's tough for them because they only scored 2 kicks. That's not gonna get it done, bro. That's
at all.
not. So I don't know where JT was, bro. I mean, Anthony Richardson leading rusher. That's wild.
60 yards, yeah.
It's not gonna get it done.
Not at all. All right, we had a let's see. We had the Broncos versus the Raiders, 29-19. Raiders season is chalked. I think they're tanking because they want Shador. Broncos are looking better and better every week. I think they're finally hitting their stride at the right time, going towards the end of the season, trying to become one of those bubble teams because obviously the division runs through the Chiefs. Bo Nix played good. Their defense played really good. Shout out to Gardner Minshew. He broke his collarbone, so he's done for the season. Who's their quarterback?
It's that
Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah, it's that one dude with the little mustache.
Little mustache. Yeah,
bro.
He looks like that cop from 90210 or what is it?
Reno 911.
Yeah.
Hey, but the owner of the probably Tom Brady. Tom Brady went over there and was like, "Hey, you need to break Gardner Minshew. You need to break it. You need to break it. You need to break that collarbone." And they sure did it. And you know what? That's what you got to do if you want to get Coach Prime, bro. That's what you want to do.
Coach Prime. You ain't gonna get Coach Prime, but hey, you'll get Shador if you have that first.
That's
pick.
What I'm saying.
Prime came out today saying that he's where he's at and he likes where he's at.
He's full of shit, bro.
Yeah, I know.
The moment that his son gets drafted, he's on his way. But Colorado did get a 5-star recruit quarterback, so we'll see.
That's what they
saying.
did.
Number 2.
They got the number 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who's number 1? Because you got to be fucking good. That guy was good.
Yeah, that guy
I was watching some of his film.
But I don't want to shit on Bo Nix, man. He did great, even though he's like 37 years old, man. He did amazing. He had 273, 2 tutties. He basically ran the game, bro.
Bo Nix is the most experienced rookie you ever get in the league.
100%. He's got a 401k with 10 years on it, dog.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
He could retire next year.
Broncos I don't think they're going to win their division, but they're definitely going to be one of those bubble
7
teams.
and 5. I don't know. They don't look like a bad team.
No, they're not. But the Chiefs are going to win the division for sure.
Mm-hmm. Any given Sunday.
That's true.
100%.
Next we have Cardinals versus Seahawks. Very low scoring.
Well, now that you bring that up, I wouldn't want to be the Chiefs if, let's say, this happened playing the Broncos, because I think the Broncos couldn't have an upset in that game.
Well, they just played them.
Yeah,
and they lost.
I know,
they lost to a blocked field goal.
But that could be scary for the Chiefs.
It could, but even then, if the Chiefs keep winning, then they'll take the division.
Yeah.
But then we have Cardinals versus Seahawks. Very defensive game. I thought the Cardinals were on a hot streak. They were scoring a lot of points past few games. They just couldn't get it done against the Seahawks.
Yeah, and that pick 6, like you said, didn't help.
Pick 6, yeah. Without the pick 6,
yeah, exactly. Without that pick 6, bro, like that, it's a different game, bro. The Cardinals are in it, and that's just goes to show how defensively this game played out, bro. And like you said, JJ, like that pick, the pick was the pick, but getting the pick to be a pick six was tough.
Yeah,
and he got it, bro. And after that, like, I mean, there was even some offensive struggles.
Kyler just threw it up because he was getting pressured hard.
Yes, and you know what? His guy was open, but he overthrew him so bad.
Yeah.
And then even Geno threw a pick in the end zone. That was fucking bad. But their team overall did enough. And it's again what you said. They're a team. They own their division that by what, a game or half a game.
Yeah.
And the Seahawks are a team that you don't want to play in the playoffs, bro.
Yeah.
They have a great running game. Their receiving core is fire. Their defense is good. It's just up to Geno, bro. Is he gonna right back or not? That's what it is, bro.
Yeah, that's anyone's division, honestly, right now to end the season. So
Yeah.
we'll see how that one plays out. We had Niners versus Packers. Niners got dominated, 38-10. Brock Purdy didn't play, so there's maybe a little caveat to that game.
Yeah.
Deebo Samuels is not getting it done this year. CMC had a bad game.
There was a lot of guys out in that game, though. I forgot to say that. Like, Trent Williams was out. Bosa was out. So, like, the Packers are just fucking bullies, bro. Like, you know what I mean? 38 points on this like, injury riddled team. That's fucked up. But like you mentioned, Packers need every win to stay alive in the playoffs, really bro. Because their division's stupid hard, bro.
And Lions are gonna take it, and
then the Vikings are good.
So the end. That's what I was saying earlier before the pod, and for the Cowboys to not win their division and still be in contention, they gotta win close to 9-10 games, bro. Which is like win out for y'all.
Tank. Please tank.
Tank.
No, you're saying there's a chance.
I'm just saying there might be a chance. But hey.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to touch real quick, though. Josh Jacobs was that guy.
Bro, he went crazy.
Hey, and on top of that, like, he had, Jordan Love had 2 tutties, so
3 touchdowns from Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, that's amazing, bro.
Insane.
That's good, bro.
I needed that for sure.
He needed that too. Shit. And on the opposite end, bro, the running back didn't do too hot, and that was one of the best running backs in the league. CMC, 11 carries, 31 yards, and he had that fumble.
Yeah, but he's their best offensive player right now. Like, what I'm saying? He's pretty much literally probably carrying the team now.
Shit. George Kittle has left the chat. 6 receptions.
Well, I think he got hurt,
yards.
though.
No, he's good.
I thought he had.
He played, and he got a tutty. He got 82 yards. Like, shit from the backup. That's great.
Debo's just been obsolete this year. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, 1 for 21 is not good enough for $20 million receiver, bro. Yeah. Get out of here, bro. Hey, you gonna drop him?
I got him in one of my leagues.
No, I got him in ours. But like I said, I don't think they're using him like they did previous years. I think they're kind of slowly
with all their injuries. Like,
I don't know if they're either slowly trying to get away from him or what. But like this year, he's just been kind of absent.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I think he's been more of a slot receiver than anything.
Yeah.
All right, we got Eagles versus Rams. This one was a crazy game.
Waited all day for a Sunday night. It was good, bro.
Hey, Saquon, man. Honestly, they got to give him MVP, bro. If he keeps it up, bro, there's no chance they don't give him MVP.
It's tough, bro, because, Josh Allen's been playing lights out, bro. But
Henry, too. Even though Henry's been on a slump for like 2 games, he's still playing lights out, too.
Nah, but not like that.
But Saquon,
he was first in all running back stats.
No, not anymore.
Well, maybe not after this past week.
But, like, who was right behind him?
Saquon. But Saquon's doing shit that we've never seen on the football field, bro. Like, that reverse hurdle is wild.
That was crazy.
The 200-something yards, wow.
250 rushing. And he almost did that twice. He almost did that twice. He did do it twice.
How many total yards is there between
there's a difference. There's a difference of like 50 yards now after last night's game, I think.
Yeah, so it's not like Henry ain't rushing just as many yards as,
no.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna come to the end of the year. Like, he's gonna come close. Like, okay, we'll see who finishes regular season where.
I think Henry's are a little bit more quiet. Like he had a quiet 120 or he had a quiet 2 touchdown game. But Saquon's are like apparent, bro. Like, you see them, you hear them.
And I think what helps Saquon, like I said, is that defense for the Eagles, man. That defense for the Eagles is like keeping that defense of the opposing team on the field so long that, man, they can only do so much. And by that time, Saquon's running circles around them.
Yeah, their defense has been playing really good.
I say their offensive line, bro. Like, they haven't missed a step, even losing Kelsey. Yeah. They haven't missed a step, bro. That center backed him up for a couple of years, and you learn a bit, bro. When you learn from a Hall of Fame center, like, apparently he was handpicked by Kelsey.
Yeah. I remember that.
Man, I mean, I just can never say anything good about the Eagles, which I just previously did, but I just cannot support the tush push, man.
Why, bro? It's football.
Is it though?
Yes.
That line, I don't know. I know they've talked about banning the tush push.
Why though? It's a football play.
I don't know, man.
And also, but you've also seen other teams try it and it fails. The Eagles are doing something right.
Yeah.
Or maybe it helps that your quarterback can squat 600 pounds.
Yeah. And then their fucking line.
I think when I saw them do the tush push at one moment, it wasn't necessarily like, I think he could have gotten more yards, but Goddard was like pushing them into like the defensive line. And he kind of didn't let Hurts get off and take off. Because I think if Goddard wasn't pushing on him, Hurts could have taken off and actually scored a TD. Yeah. Because he was like, nobody was on him. Yeah. But Goddard was like literally pushing him into the huddle.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, dang,
they're good, bro. I think they have the longest streak right now. 6 straight or 5 straight or something.
Shit, yeah. They haven't lost one since that going 2-2.
Yeah.
And then AJ Brown, I mean.
We already talked about that. No, AJ Brown, that was not a catch.
It was a catch.
Hey, no, but they are firing on all cylinders. They didn't even have Devontae Smith, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't even talking about Devontae Smith.
Yeah. So hey, but let me spit off these numbers real quick. Saquon, 1,392 right now. Derrick Henry right behind him with 1,325. The next one behind them is very far away. Josh Jacobs, 944 yards. That's insane to have that kind of gap.
Yeah.
That's wild. So
and all those 3 running backs all were on different teams.
Yep.
All didn't get paid from those teams and they let them walk. And look at where all those 3
all those
backs.
teams are shit right now, bro. All the Titans are shit. Fucking
and
they're all 3-1.
Any one of them.
They're all 3-win teams.
It's ridiculous, bro. And look, y'all should be ashamed of yourself. And you know what? We talked about this. These guys right here, Derrick Henry, Saquon, they are adding value back to the running back position, and I fucking love it because you can't win in the NFL without a good running back. You control the clock when you run the ball. You control the whole game by running the ball. Yep. So all this shit about slinging it, that shit ain't gonna work forever.
You sound like an old
head. Honestly, I don't think that Saquon would have gone to the Cowboys if they even pursued him.
Yes, he would have.
I don't know if he would have. I think he would have definitely still ended up in the Eagles.
He would have ended up anywhere where he was a rival.
The Henry one was definitely a miss. Like I know the Cowboys were trying, as much as everyone says nobody called me or whatever. I think the Cowboys were thinking about pursuing him, and if they didn't, they didn't. But that was the best opportunity for the Cowboys to get a good running back.
Jerry, I'll never forgive you, you son of a bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's a good segue.
In.
That's a good segue into the Monday night game, the battle of the Harbaugh brothers, the Harbros, bro.
Yeah, that was fun,
dude. Great game, bro.
I like when those games are on prime time because it gives you like insight into their life and all the stories, and
they show the little like them chopping it up on the field.
Yeah.
How's your day? How's little Timmy? You know what I mean? Like fucking wild, bro. They're humans. You know what I mean?
It was a good game. Justin Herbert needs a wide receiver one, bro. If you give Justin Herbert what Joe Burrow has, or even what Patrick Mahomes has, or
how would they get that? I mean, they're winning games. They're not gonna get it in the draft.
They're in a rebuilding year, though. That's the good part about the Chargers team right now.
So they either gotta pick up something in the free agency, like
no. I mean, you can draft like. Don't get me wrong. You don't need a first round pick.
No, you don't need a first round pick, but
there's a lot of good receivers in these last rounds, especially this draft coming up. We might have some good.
But you need to make a move, man.
But
you need to make a splash.
A lot of these big time rookie young receivers have been
high draft picks. Malik Neighbors, Justin Jefferson,
Jamar Chase. Like all these guys have been, because they know these guys can play in the NFL and they're waiting for them.
Let me say, look at this though. Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua. These guys were really late rounds, and look how
but those are diamonds. Those are diamonds in the rough.
Very few of those.
Far and few between.
Okay. But the Rams struck gold twice, so there's something out there. There's something that they're seeing.
Yes, but look how far apart they struck gold. Like that's.
That's. I mean,
I get what you're saying. I get.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
That's very slim to be able to catch.
Chargers are in a position where they don't have anybody other than Quinn Johnson and Ladd McConkey.
And they lost Keenan. I mean, I know Keenan's towards the end of his career, but I mean, he could have still helped out.
Yeah.
It's just he wanted a bag.
Yeah, it's tough. They needed legit number one, and if they do, like Justin Herbert's a really good quarterback. He's the echelon of those quarterbacks, or the tier of quarterbacks where when you talk about Joe Burrow, when you talk about Patrick Mahomes, when you talk about Lamar Jackson, like when you talk about the new class of really good quarterbacks, Justin Herbert's there, but he's had different head coaches, different offensive coordinators, no wide receiver ones. It's hard,
well,
bro.
I think I can say for the Chargers though,
Keenan Allen and Mike Williams though.
I mean, they're older, bro. They were
more Rivers than
Fuck Phillip Rivers, I hate him.
But I will say one thing that the Chargers do have going for them, which I think is going to help them in the future with recruiting, right? Recruiting. They have a Harbaugh, who was like,
I hope he stays.
His main job with Michigan was recruiting players to come play and win games. So I think with that and his experience with trying to get players to come play for his team, he might implement that maybe in free agency and maybe get some good receivers.
Well, I'll tell you right now, the whole Michigan pool, he got the whole Michigan pool. If he wants any receiver from there, he can get him. But
not that they're great.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
maybe put somebody from Ohio State.
I see what you're saying though. Harbaugh, he's a very likable coach. And he's done a lot of great things in his first year back in the NFL.
He turned that team around.
I hope he stays.
Yeah, and nobody's going to be like, oh, I want to go play. Like, everybody wants to play for the Cowboys, but nobody's going to be like, I want to go play for,
fucking Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy. You know what I'm saying? No. Or, they're going to be like, okay, anyone who will play for any NFL team, but it's the staff that they're going to and the players that are on that field. Unless you're Eli Manning.
Hey, but... Hey, Lamar did his thing. I forgot to say that.
Yeah, he
got 2 tutties. He's dangerous.
They needed a bounce back game after taking that fat L to the Steelers.
Yeah, and the kickers were keeping him in the game.
Yeah,
wasn't it like 16-18?
So fat L.
Hey, and
intra mile.
They actually lost because they didn't get the 2-point conversion, and they held.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Intra mile.
Hey, but they
didn't get the 2-point conversion because it was their fault. They got the 2-point. They didn't get the 2-point conversion because the Steelers defense stopped them.
It was absolutely a bad play call. But I will say this, Mr. Unlimited was very limited that game. They only had 3 points in the second half.
Don't matter. We still scored.
This motherfucker. Well, anyways, that's it. That's it for the Week 12 recap.
Yeah.
Hey, so now we get to the best part, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Well, the Jags were still on a bye, and
they took an L on the bye.
They took an L on the bye.
He really wanted to get that.
I'm just saying.
Why are you mad at the Jags, man?
I'm not mad.
Hey, let me ask you something, Aldo. Does your team have a pool in their stadium? No. Okay. They do.
No, but they got flying confetti.
Oh, that's cool too.
Cool. It's just about like 6 feet long, a foot wide.
Fucking metal.
Sheet metal.
All right, everybody, let's get into the turkey and stuffing of the segment here. Our family league here with Family Feud. We had a really good...
There it is. I couldn't do it. Gobble, gobble, motherfucker.
Turkey day, baby. Turkey day. We had a really good game of the week this week. S.A. Fats versus me, Najee Stiff Arm Dummy.
Bro.
Nick took a fat L this week.
Bro, what's fucked up about it is, like, Nick needed every win to not be back-to-back
loser of the league. Bro.
Yeah, last place, man.
And
you sealed his fate.
I don't think you sealed it.
I sealed it.
No.
Well, John took an L.
Because, I mean, even me, but...
He only got 3 wins,
I know. Well, there's 2 of us that are only at 4.
I don't see S.A. Flats Nick winning another game, bro.
Well,
There's only 2 left.
Yeah, it's...
Okay, and then he goes up against freaking Rich, right?
Yeah.
And then his last week is against well, maybe he can win that one. Maybe against John Alcatraz and Company.
Uh-huh.
Maybe.
That might be the one that determines the last place.
Yeah. Is that the predetermined player of the week, the game for week 14? Okay,
that could be. That could be, depending on how this week
Depending on how this week goes. But
what, John's game or?
Yeah, John
Nick's
and
game.
SA. Yeah, on week 14, John versus
Nick. That could be the game of the week for
the battle of the shits.
Whoever gets last place.
That could be, depending on, again, like we said, how this week goes. But
that would.
Yeah, that was a crazy game. I mean, he had no chance.
I won 117.36 to 74.02, and Quentin Johnson got me 0 points. It was crazy.
But your defense was pretty good. He got you 10. Which,
yeah, Mahomes had a good game. Josh Jacobs had a really good game for me. So,
I mean, even CeeDee Lamb still had a pretty decent game for you.
Yeah, for sure. So I definitely needed that one. I need to rack up my wins. I'm keeping an eye on Eddie and Rick this week. Those are the 2 games I have to look out for to see who wins or loses to try to bump me up to that 6th spot over these last couple games. But every game's a playoff game for me, man. It's crazy, and I have a hard matchup this week. But
yeah, I think your bench would have probably beat him too.
Absolutely.
My bench would have been overkill.
Yeah, that you having Jordan Addison on the bench
and
at
DJ
30.
Moore.
And shit, I was like, dude, this guy got points on the bench, dog. But it is what it is.
Watch me start Jordan Addison and DJ Moore this week.
Fucking gets hurt.
Shit the
one
bed.
fucking gets 1 point, dog. That's the way. Hey, that's fantasy football right there in a nutshell, dog.
All right, we have the Saints Row versus Yeezy Top Me, the 112.48 to 94. You got a dub.
I got a dub. I'm on my 6-game win streak. You know what? But
6-game win streak.
6 games, baby.
Damn,
and
that's a turnaround.
This is the lowest scoring game that I've had since then. But thank God I'll still be able to pull out a win because I went into the game thinking Isaiah Pacheco was gonna play, and he didn't. So fucking Kareem Hunt kind of gave me a little scare, bro. He got like 11 points. Schoonamaker showed up, got 14.
Out of all people,
bro. Abdullah. Hey,
what's his name? Ferg's hurt.
Yeah, but like Scoot stepped up, bro. Abdullah, he just got signed. Amir Abdullah, and he's playing over there, 17 points. But Rich with this loss, it just sent him out the playoff bracket, bro.
Yeah, and
he fell like 4 spots.
He did.
Yeah, but I think it's still there's still a chance, man. There's still a chance.
He can win his out and we can get back in.
And you still left points on the bench too with Hawkinson,
and
Dotto.
Rico.
Yeah, Dotto could have helped you out over Mixon, but it not help you out. You would have won it. You won anyway. But
what really helped me was that last minute scary Terry catch. Bro, he had like 2 points the whole game, and then all of a sudden 21 points because of that. Thank God. So hey, Scary Terry, thank you.
Yeah, that was some 2-minute drill.
And on to the next one, bro, which is also a really good one because, again, we keep talking about this guy. This guy had no first-round pick for the majority of the freaking fantasy football. Boomer Doom Sosa, 145.78 against our Kamish. Storm the court.
Bro.
Mark,
he
116.
Survived. He survived that injury bug, bro.
Yeah, I don't know how, bro, but now it's a little scary because he has basically a team or a player that is on a team that has no fucking like shit. Like they're playing for nothing at this point. Or they're playing to try to get back in, so they're gonna be scrappy. They're gonna be feeding their best player, which is CMC. So he's gonna be a pain in the ass. We gotta hopefully Sosa don't get in.
And Pollard
he's
had his best game of the season.
Oh yeah, Tony Pollard had a good game. 119, I think it was.
I think what helped him a lot too was the Texans defense. Giving them
19
points,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, shit, 19 from them, 21 from Pollard, 29 from Sutton.
And he still had Keenan on the bench, but I mean,
yeah, great.
Unless you switch him out with Travis Kelce, he was still winning like that game.
Man, that's with CJ Stroud not really giving him the most points,
but Sutton
yeah, Sutton really helped. On the opposite end,
Sutton, bro. Sutton's been good for him this year.
Well, Bo Nix has been getting him the ball.
Yeah,
it's all they got over there.
Hell yeah, that's all you need, bro. Shit, apparently.
Nah, I faced Sosa this week. I told him, I was like, yo, just lose the game, bro. You'll still make the playoffs. Don't worry. I just need to win. I was like, if I win, you'll still be in. I'll put in a good word for you. I swear.
Shit, beat him, bro, because he is scary, bro. And that's why I want to try to get a top spot, like a second spot. I think that's what I'm at right now. I'm in the second seed. Because I need a bye week, bro. I don't want to go up against any one of these fucking scrappy ass teams. So let me get that bye week. Hey,
yeah, but nobody would have thought. I mean, Andrews had a game, but likely gave Storm the Court 0 points.
Yeah, he almost killed me in my other league too, bro. He gave me a fucking goose egg. But it is what it is.
Well, then we had you, Aldo.
Yeah, against your brother.
Man, that was crazy.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
You got destroyed.
Hey, what's so funny? Like before the Sunday night game, bro, it had a Backstreet Boys projected to win, and then Saquon was like,
it wasn't even Saquon that started it off because he had the Browns defense giving him 7 points right off the bat. Like once I saw the 7 points, that's when the numbers started kind of like going up and down, because nobody. everybody, I know you called the game to lose, but nobody really thought the Browns were going to beat the Steelers. You know what I mean? And that's when like my numbers.
I called it. Everyone, and that's the hard part, bro. Is everybody called it. Everyone said this is a trap game. It was everywhere, all over social media. It's a trap game. So I mean, I expect it.
I mean, not that it would have helped me anyway, but Smith was on the bench. I could have probably played him over Goddard, which hasn't really done anything since he came back from injury. But man, Stevenson hasn't really been able to help me out.
Bad pick this season for sure.
Yeah.
He had some good games, but not enough, man.
Hey, but the balls to like, I guess, I guess, 49ers not having Mr. Irrelevant. Yeah. I would have benched Debo too, but I don't know. Debo's like a top receiver. I don't know.
Bro, they pissed me off this year, bro.
Yeah, he's having a rough year, so we'll see what happens. I don't think he's going to be on the 49ers next year, so we'll see what happens. Hey, but
the Commanders had me pretty good for a little bit, and then the Cowboys
So where do you go from here, Aldo?
Man, I mean, I ain't last, but I mean, I don't know. I want to say I'm kind of out of the playoff.
It's a tight race at the end,
but it is pretty tight. I mean, I've already beat what's under the towel before. It's still projecting me to lose this game, but again, every again Sunday, if I can win out the next 2 games and maybe some crazy things happen, I don't know, maybe I can squeeze it.
I think you might.
You can.
I don't think you can because
7 and 5.
7 wins. Lowest. 7 wins gets you in right now.
Yeah,
7.
And the highest you can get is like 6, like a 6 and 8.
Well, I'll be 7 if I win out.
So I'm hoping that Mark loses.
2 weeks. I'll be 5, 6. Yeah.
I'm hoping Mark loses and I win out, and Rick and Richard lose. That's kind of
your best way to get.
That's kind of my path. I need these, and they're facing good teams this week. So I'm like, it's possible, but I have to win this week, which is gonna be tough.
Oh my god, this is gonna be tough.
Okay, I'm pushing for the playoffs, but I'm also trying not to be last. So
yeah, that's what it is, bro. Once you're out of the playoffs, the main thing is don't be last, bro. You don't want to be that guy that has to fucking sell lemonade.
Well, it's gonna come down to probably
Nick and John.
Well, points 4, right? So I'm not worried about it. I mean, besides SA Fats,
you're tied for John too for almost last place.
Well, 4 and 8, yeah. But I beat John already. Yeah. So if it came to tie, like I won't be last.
Yeah.
But
interesting.
But yeah, I guess even if I went out, yeah, I'll have only 6 wins, so 7 wins is to make it in.
Hey, this next one though, the Punisher and What's Under the Towel, man. That was crazy because What's Under the Towel has been on a little bit of a rampage.
And it's crazy because I beat him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just any given Sunday, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Robin beats me.
I needed Isaiah to win this week to knock Rick down.
No, dude, dude.
And I thought Isaiah was gonna win because he's been on a hot streak.
Yeah, but what it was, bro? JT giving him 3 points and fucking Gibbs giving freaking Rich 26 or 24. What can you do?
But you see, even with my next 2 games, my next games might not matter for me, but it might matter for what's under the towel and who Chili's guns because I can beat them and kick them out of the playoff.
Yeah, possibly. You absolutely can. And I mean, man, fucking Isaiah had a rough game. What's under the towel? Like shit. Oof. It sucks because getting under 100 sucks, and he didn't have all his players didn't play bad, but the ones that did really shit the bed. Like JT, you're expecting 14, you only get 3. Jordan Reed, you're expecting 12, you get 5 out of him. Dude, this one's big, dude. Brian Robinson, not only did he get hurt, but he only gave him 3 points. So
yep,
and that's a workhorse right there. So. Tough. He's gonna have to go back to the drawing board. He left some points on the bench, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but I mean, those points that he had on the bench, they played the Giants.
Yeah, I mean, but shit, that could have been enough. I mean, those are the choices you make as a GM, as a coach. So,
I would have started them for sure.
I don't even know if it would have been enough because the Punisher scored 127 points. So, don't know if it would have been enough. But kudos to Rich. He put his Rick. He put his best squad. And now he's just on the outside looking in the playoffs. So good shit, Rich. And or Rick, goddamn. Change y'all's names, man. Shit. And then lastly, we had Alcatraz and Company versus Achilles Guns. Is it Achilles or
Achilles?
Fucking needed John for one thing. Fucking beat Eddie.
No, you can't, man. He's my little workhorse, bro. Like I feel like he's like the dark horse of the league. He scores one. He's hit or miss, and he scored 129 on this one, bro. Any given Sunday, that guy. Anytime you have a piece of the Sonic and Knuckles duel, bro, you're gonna get points. So,
and you wouldn't think that Justin Jefferson would have given him 4 points either.
I know that's
like,
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
Hey, and that crazy part about that game is everybody else other than Justin Jefferson went crazy. Bro.
I know, dude. Dude, 19 from Bo Nix.
He even said it.
Montgomery.
He was like, it's either everybody else eats and Justin Jefferson doesn't eat, or I eat and everybody else. And he was like, I'd rather have my teammates eat.
His defense gave him 20 points.
Oh, you talking about the actual game? You talking about the actual game the Vikings won? The actual Vikings game?
Yeah.
No, yes, bro. Everybody ate. Everybody but him, bro. Like fucking TJ ate.
TJ Hawkinson, Addison. Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones. He ate fucking Jordan Addison.
Well, I'm bringing it back to the fantasy.
All right.
But I'm just saying that, you know what I'm saying?
And it translated, dog. Everybody ate on that team, bro.
Everybody was hooking him up.
Yeah, so, and that leads me, I mean, I don't know if y'all agree with this, but just because we kind of already know our week 14 matchup is going to be our game of the week, but I feel like another good one, bro, is Achilles Guns versus freaking the Punisher.
Yeah, they're right there.
That's next week.
7 and 8 right there.
Yeah, that's week 13, yeah.
So, and I mean, do y'all agree?
Well, Punisher and Achilles are 7 and 5.
Yeah.
But no, but they're number 6 or number 7 and number 8 on the league.
Yes.
To get into the number 6 spot.
Yeah.
They're tied for
6
and 7.
Achilles
the 7
is
and 8
number
spot.
5 at 7 and 5.
Yeah.
And Punisher is 6 and 6 just out.
Oh, that's right.
7.
Richard is tied at the 7 spot.
Storm the Court is at 6.
Yeah. He takes a loss, bro. He's out.
Yes, and so like it's a win or go home for Eddie, for real. Like I mean, maybe he can get one more.
I don't know. From 5, 6, 7, 8, it's like must win.
It's fucking tight.
Yeah, so that was a good one, man.
Mm-hmm.
John not tied for, but about to be last place with Nick. That one's gonna come down to the very end. We'll have that match.
Hey,
next
John,
week.
we thank you for your donation.
For real, he was talking shit too. All at the
He
beginning of the
plays
season.
next. He
He's
plays
talking mad shit.
Yeah, he always does, bro. But I never take him seriously, bro, because literally every year this is how it ends.
Wins a couple games.
Wins a couple games in the beginning. Talk shit. Hey, I'll see you in the first seed. You remember last year, bro? I remember 5 a.m. getting messages. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Like, you get out of here, bro. And what happened? He barely made the playoff.
Yeah, man. So it's a race to the end. These are the last couple weeks. This is some of my favorite part of football. It's kind of bittersweet because it's coming to an end for fantasy football.
Yeah.
But I'm excited, man. I hope I get into the playoffs. Although I hope you don't get last.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
You're right. What about for me? What do you hope for me? What do you hope for me? I'm in the 2 spot.
You're in the 2 spot right now?
I'm in the 2 spot, baby.
I don't give a fuck about you, bro. You're in the 2 spot. We're struggling out here,
You're supposed
dog.
to say, hey, I hope you win.
No,
at least like the money.
No, fuck no. Fuck no, I don't hope you win. Bro, you're in the 2 spot. We're over here struggling, bro. Fucking, I'm trying to get in the playoffs, and he's trying not to get last, and you're over here. I'm in the 2 spot.
I listen. I wouldn't ever brag about it. I just wanted to say,
nope.
What do you want? What can you say about?
I don't say anything. I'm not worried about 2 spot right now. It's like the fucking rich. I don't care about the rich, bro.
First thing you gotta do is you gotta play and beat John this week because you could lose.
I know he's beat me once this week.
Any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday.
So yeah, that takes us. Thank you all. That takes us into our matchups this week.
Mm-hmm.
Our game of the week, we're gonna have Achilles Guns versus the Punisher.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
That's a really good one.
A lot of playoff implications on that one.
Yep. Then we have the Bucks versus Storm the Court this week. Robin versus Mark.
That's a good one, man. I think the Bucks can win that one, man.
Yeah, I really do. Hopefully Mark pulls an upset because that pulls Robin. Yeah, that pulls Robin down a bit.
All his best players are back from bye.
Actually, no, I need Mark to lose. So
I need Mark to win because then I can get the first spot.
So I hope Robin beats Mark.
I think it's gonna be a good game with the Pacheco. Hopefully that changes, but
he needs Pacheco back.
Robin got his team back, so
yeah,
they're gonna
shit. But man, I don't know. Looking at Storm the Court, Jalen Hurts, Isaiah Pacheco, Breece Hall, Nico Collins, JSN, Evan Ingram, I guess.
I don't think Brees Hall is going to do as good as people think against the Seattle. I think he'll get a okay game.
Mm-hmm. Collins, it's hard to say anything about the Jets offense right now.
And then Collins should be good in Jacksonville. But, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be a good game.
Damn, I think the backup for
the Green Bay Packers, against Miami, like, come on. That's
gonna be good. I think the backup for the Jets, if Aaron Rodgers ends up going to IR, is Tyrod Taylor, I think. And, shit. I don't know. I think he can ball, so we'll see what happens. But that's besides the point. I just want Brees Hall to do good, but they don't love him over there. I don't know.
I got Sosa this week, Boomer Doom, and this is a tough one for me, bro, because he's got everybody back.
And he's been putting up points, bro.
Yeah, and I have decisions to make with I don't have a good wide receiving core this year, bro.
And trade deadline pass, bro.
Yeah, bro. So I'm working with what I can. Hopefully I get this dub. I need this dub to get into the playoffs, but we'll see what happens. I don't know if he's going to bring the boom or doom.
Hey.
Rizface.
Yeah.
Then we yeah, I'm gonna buy that sweater, bro. I'm gonna wear it on Christmas.
You better fucking not.
Oh. No, they have a Boomer Doom sweater on Barstool. It's fucking Big Big
it's
Justice.
It's on Barstool.
It's big freaking
AJ and Big Justice.
And Big Justice.
It's them going like this.
Boo 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 boo.
Double chunk chocolate cookie.
Bye.
Hey, did you see him on AEW?
I don't watch AEW. It's trash.
He shut it down so fast.
Jesus Christ! What?
All right.
AEW is trash. Nobody watches that junk.
Oh my God.
I mean, I just saw Big Justice and AJ on there, bro.
Yeah,
it was crazy. That shit was crazy.
Oh.
All right, we got next Dak Street Boys versus What's Under the Town. This is gonna be a tough one for you. Right. Hopefully, you can knock Isaiah off a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I beat him already before. I don't know how. Now I became like flex. I'm like the 10.
You could be his kryptonite. Hopefully,
I am probably his. I probably am his kryptonite because he was. I want to say he was projected to beat me last time, and I did beat him. But you know, what I'm saying, we'll see what my running game shows. Stevenson really hasn't helped out so much. Maybe he'll have a good game.
Who's your other running back? Why do you keep playing him?
Williams. He's good.
From the Broncos?
No, from the Rams.
Oh, Kyron Williams?
Yeah.
No, but how come you're not playing him?
He is playing.
No, who's your other running back?
White. Irvin's been playing so good that he hasn't. He has.
Been playing so good.
Irvin, which is funny because What's Under the Towel has Irving.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bucky
our fucking reactions at everything.
Oh damn.
It's because it's logical. It makes sense.
I should change my name from Backstreet Boys to like Doom and Doom. That's just what it is.
It is what it is.
Which one am I gonna be, Doom or Doomer?
All right, we'll see. We'll see how that one goes. Hopefully, you win that so you can stay.
I'm winning that. I'm ready for you. What's under the towel? You know what's under the towel? This dub for me.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say something else. Holy shit! I was like, hey, this is PG-13, man.
Yo, you got John this week, Jesus. Saints Row versus Alcatraz and Company.
Man.
I think it's an easy dub for you, dog.
I hope so, bro. But it's like it could be a trap game.
It is a trap game. I'm looking at it right now, and I think it is a trap game.
Hell no, dog. You know what? I feel like that Philly game for Lamar is gonna end up being a shootout. Joe Mixon will get back on it. He plays great against shitty fucking teams, so he'll be good. Devon Achane, I think he's gonna be leaned on in the passing and in the running.
No,
Scary Terry, he might be the one that fucks it up for me. If Amon-Ra St. Brown don't play, fuck, that's gonna hurt. But I think he will. There's a good chance that he will. DC said he might. I don't know if I'm gonna play TJ. It's between him or Otten, so we'll see what happens. Coop, I'm definitely gonna let Coop play. You know what I mean? Because he catches them all.
No, so I'll tell you what's gonna happen right here with your team.
Tell me.
Sunday night, 7:20, Buffs versus San Francisco. Too much pressure for Amari. He's gonna be too worried. He's gonna drop too many passes. Not gonna get you anything.
Okay.
You have Terry, who's gonna do good, playing against Tennessee. A chain, they're playing against Green Bay. You know, that's gonna be a tough game. He might be a run of the mill game for him. Mixon against Jacksonville, everybody's expecting him to do so well. They're gonna contain him, and he's gonna be about average, maybe give you 9 points. Philly versus Baltimore, I think Philly's gonna stop Jacksonville. That defensive line is just fire right now. So
they would have stopped Jacksonville if they were playing Jacksonville, but they're playing Lamar Jackson.
They're playing Jackson, which they're gonna send Jackson to Jacksonville.
Damn,
that's what it was trying to say. So he's not gonna have a great game. And then the Eagles defense is gonna get you some points, and Green Bay is just gonna contain your Dolphins players, but Cooper is gonna, fall under pressure of the lights, and Alcatraz and Cole. Geno Smith's going to go off against the Jets.
Motherfucker.
Johnson is going to run all over Detroit. Unexpectedly, they're still going to lose, but he's going to do really good. Tracy, man, come on. He's playing the Cowboys defense. I mean, I don't know if that's going to be any good.
Our defense is actually pretty good right now.
No, sorry, that's what I'm saying. Tracy's not going to do very good.
And Roshan is a backup.
And Brown is going to go off.
I give him Brown. Brown will go off.
Yeah.
And then Kraft is going to be okay. Pickens is going to go off against Cincinnati because he's going to have something to prove against Cincinnati's terrible defense. Terrible. And the Packers are just going to give him pretty good defensive points. So I think John's going to beat you.
Oh, I hope.
That'd be bad for you. You want John to lose.
No, but I already beat John. So, I mean, if it comes down to points 4, if it comes down to points 4, I have more points than him.
But what if you lose again next week? And then
I'm beating Watson under the towel.
Okay.
I love your confidence. I love the way you broke all that down. Let me tell you why you're wrong about everything, okay? Okay. Lamar Jackson is a motherfucking menace, all right? He gets it done in the air or on the ground. So he will have no problems, okay?
I don't like to say anything good about Philly, but I think Philly's going to.
That's twice you said something good about Philly on this recording. That's disgusting.
And my shirt is not helping me.
Joe Mixon gonna run. A-Chan's gonna run. Our receivers are gonna run. It's gonna be a good day, bro. We're gonna be eating turkey by Sunday.
Nah, A-Chan's not gonna help.
We shall see. We shall see. And then lastly,
we got Yeezy Tommy versus SA Fats.
Before we get into that game, if you lose against John, shots next cast.
Okay, and likely if I win, you have to take a double shot by yourself. Triple shot. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Double. I'll do a double.
All right, do a double of some strong shit like some sake or some shit. Hot sake too.
Hot sake. Ooh, that sounds good.
This is good.
All right.
All right. Now let's go.
All right. Now we got Yeezy Tommy versus SA Fats. Nick is trying to do whatever he can to get out of last place. If the cards fall his way, John loses, he wins. He could potentially end up not being last place. So we'll see. That'll be a good one for sure.
I don't think he can pull that one off, man.
No, I don't think so either. I'm looking at his lineup, and it's not looking good.
Yeah, I don't think he can.
Looking at his lineup, I mean, Jordan Love is nice, right? But like Jerome Ford, he ain't even starting anymore.
Yeah.
And Tucker.
Zach Charbonnet. Oh, well, you know what? This squad is also his backup squad because all his guys were on a bye week. So maybe he hasn't set up his lineup yet because he's got Tua, he's got James Cook, he's got Bijan, he's got Adams, he got Devontae Smith, he's got Ravens defense. So I think he probably could win this one if he plays the right lineup. But Rich is not somebody to sleep on. You know what I mean? Rich got my cousin Tyreek Hill. He's got my cousin, dog. And then I don't know if he plays Taysom Hill this week because Taysom Hill's one of those hit or miss guys. But
hey, you never know.
I'm not talking shit about Taysom Hill.
They had a bye week, so who knows? They might come back and keep using Taysom Hill the same way they did before.
I'm not saying shit about that guy no more because then he goes off. Fuck that.
I know.
Yeah, he's a QB.
All I'm saying is, shit. TJ Hawkinson fucking sucks, and Kate Otten sucks, and my whole squad sucks. So step up.
The reverse psychology, I like it.
It always works.
All right.
Oh, nice. I'm so glad.
Reverse psychology does work.
This is way easy.
And John's gonna beat you.
We're gonna do this from now on. This would make it so much easier. We just copy and paste the fucking instead of typing it out. My fingers all hurt.
Stupid. All right, let's get into our last segment here.
We need you to copy. We don't need you to copy and paste. We need you to type it up because after next week's loss, you're gonna be super upset. We need you to release that stress from that loss into the typing.
Keep that same energy when you take that shot. Keep that same energy. Hey, but if I lose, we all take shots. Okay, just a single shot.
Yeah. Everybody on the table.
That's you too, JJ.
Ready?
Yeah.
That's getting in the recording.
Yeah, that last part is absolutely.
All right, let's get into our last segment here. Week 13 NFL preview. All right, let's start off with the turkey games this week. Thanksgiving Day. We got
the morning
first game of the morning. Bears versus Lions.
It's an early one. I like that.
Early. I definitely think the Lions are going to take it, but I think the Bears might put up a fight.
That's divisional, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a divisional game.
I mean, the bottom of the division versus the top, but
you
never know. It's a Thursday night game, short week for both these teams.
Yeah.
So.
It's a holiday. People want to be with their families.
Yeah,
man, Lions could probably lose it.
They probably could.
Yeah,
they don't have the best history on Thanksgiving Day, so maybe the odds are against them.
Yeah, and the Bears
they want to win.
Yeah,
they want to win,
game.
bro. They've had back-to-back close losses.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm going Bears for this upset.
Shit, I'm not rooting against my Lions. I mean, against the Lions. Not just kidding. Nah, Lions win that shit.
Blasphemy.
Hey,
right,
34-10.
I'm going to take Bears. All right, next we got the Giants versus Cowboys, the bench warmer teams, the team of the backups.
Hey, watch your fucking mouth, all right? That's too much, okay?
I'm just to spice it up a little bit. I'm going to go with the Giants. Hopefully they play Drew Lock.
I'm going with the fucking Cowboys. We don't lose on fucking Thursday unless it's a fucking crazy-ass game.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys win, and then Micah Parsons is going to have a pretty crazy game watch.
Because he hasn't had one?
Yeah.
I think this one goes 28-7. I don't think Giants can score right now.
Esam Richards, he's going to get the turkey leg.
The turkey leg.
Bro, that boy will be in the locker room. He ain't getting no TV time.
All right, we got Dolphins versus Packers Thursday night game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take Dolphins on this game.
I want to go with Dolphins too because Tyreek is my cousin. So
yeah, I'm going Dolphins too, just because I'm rooting for Tua.
Yeah,
Tua, I know, man,
and Smith because Smith deserves it.
Then we got our Black Friday game via Amazon Prime.
What a perfect team to be on Black Friday too.
Yeah,
but they're not in the black hole though.
We got Raiders versus Chiefs. I'm definitely taking the Chiefs on this one.
I'm taking the Chiefs too.
I mean.
I think they finally hit 10 wins.
They hit this will be their 11th win if they win it.
Oh shit! They already hit 10.
Yeah, they're 10-1. They're literally identical to.
They were 9-1, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So I think they get their 11th win here.
Okay. All right, we got Texans versus Jags. I'm gonna take Texans just because Jags have been playing terribly this year.
I agree.
No, I'm taking Jags. Nah, don't 1 minute. Nah, I'm taking Texans just because the Jags are trying to get the number 1 pick.
I think it's closer than we see it because that's also a divisional one. So I think that one's like 27-20.
No, but unlike the Cowboys, the Jags understand what it means to tank and get the number 1 pick, and that's what they're doing.
There's been a couple games where they're in it, bro, and then they make it exciting and then they lose. So
yeah,
who knows?
So they know how to tank.
They know how to tank.
You're not supposed to make it obvious.
That's true. Good job.
All right, we got Colts versus Patriots.
Colts on that one, man.
Yeah, Colts gonna win that game.
I'm gonna take the Patriots on this one.
I like that. Why?
I've been watching Drake May play. I think he's a pretty good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Their defense hasn't been playing terrible, and this is like a battle of the mids.
Are you starting on Ramondre this week? I'm looking at you.
Oh, me?
Stevenson?
Yeah, he ain't got it.
I know, man. I start him every week, and he disappoints every week.
This could be the one. They're at home in Gillette.
Yeah, he's staying
in Foxborough.
I'm still going for the Colts.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
I think Colts go up. Like it's not a big one. I think it would be like 23-10.
I got Chargers Falcons. I think the Chargers are gonna come out on top of that.
I think Kirk Cochain shows up. Falcons win.
Okay, that's gonna be a good game. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I think Chargers
gotta bounce back.
Yeah, well, they after this week they should have probably won.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna win this game.
All right, we got Seahawks versus Jets. I'm gonna take the Seahawks on this one.
I'm gonna go with the Seahawks too, even though I want to say Jets. Fuck Aaron Rodgers, bro. Fuck them little butt buddies over there, bro. Him and Adams.
I'm gonna go with the Jets. Jets.
For real?
Yeah, I think they're gonna.
It's in New York.
I think they're gonna play a little bit better. Not saying that they're gonna be a good team, but I think they figure out some crazy way and win this game.
Seahawks can run the ball.
No, you're right.
It's tough to cover DK Metcalf. I think Sauce is gonna get mossed. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think
Sauce is gonna get cooked.
Sauce is gonna get
sautéed,
baby.
Yeah, I think the Jets might win this one. I have this feeling that they might take it.
I mean, they kind of need to win. Honestly.
Yeah, this could be the one.
Titans versus Commanders.
Commanders get their bounce back.
I think they get a bounce back for sure. I got Commanders.
Ooh, wait 1 minute. I think that the the Commanders are on their way down, and the Titans actually win this game.
Shit, Will Levis.
I mean, we talked about it. Some of those teams who have nothing to play for, those are some of the scariest teams.
That's one of them right there.
Yeah, I think they're going to win it.
All right, we got Steelers versus Bengals. Mm-hmm. This one's going to be a good game. I'm a little nervous because Bengals' offense is legit. Their record doesn't account for how good their offense is playing.
100%.
Their defense is struggling, but I'm going to go for my Steelers, but I'm worried going into this game.
Hey, I'm going for Jamar Chase. Bengals, baby. Like I think he gets 300 on this team.
Coming off of a bye week, I think they're going to rest.
I think
we had a mini bye week too.
Hey, I think he makes Joey Porter look like a fucking child, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be a good game, but I think it turns out to be the Bengals. I just feel like their offensive firepower is where it's at. I think they have enough to overcome the defense of the Steelers. So we'll see what happens. And it is in Cincinnati, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
Oh man,
we're going through our gauntlet right now. And we're facing all our divisional teams.
If you can get out of that one, y'all should be okay for the rest of the week. But that one is one of the hardest ones, I think.
That is, and we have to face them twice in the next few weeks.
At least the next one's y'all. So.
Yeah, so then we play the Browns again.
Yeah.
Right after in Pittsburgh.
Y'all have just one game left outside of y'all's division, don't y'all?
We play the Ravens again, Browns again, Bengals again. So we're playing the Bengals twice.
There's
Ravens
one more, though, isn't
there? Chiefs and Eagles.
There it is. Chiefs and Eagles. There it is. Two of them. Chiefs and Eagles.
Fucking hardest ones, too.
Those are hard. Well, good luck to y'all. That's going to be tough.
We'll see. Cardinals, Vikings. I think Vikings are going to take this one.
Yeah, Vikings are the most complete team out of that group right there. So
yeah, for sure.
Vikings all the way.
Wow.
All right, we got Rams Saints.
I think the Saints can pull this one off.
They're coming off a bye.
They're getting healthy. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people hate on Derek Carr, but you know what I mean? I think he can get it.
I got MVS on one of my teams, bro.
Oh, that's one thing I've been talking about this, and y'all been hearing us, right? That Saints team has figured out how to get vertical on two man. On cover 2, bro. So
yeah,
they've been doing it all season. So we'll see what happens. But shit, you know what? I kind of retract that, man. I'm sorry. I started thinking about it. I started thinking about the receivers and like fucking Kupp and Puka Nacua are just too much sometimes, bro.
Kupp still got to yes, but Puka, man, he gets some grabs that are just crazy.
Right? It's that Samoan in it, bro.
And then
bro.
I just wish he'd do a little bit Jamar Chase for me. Some time to time this season, but
you got him?
I did, but he was in IR most of the year.
Oh, Puka.
Yeah.
Puka. Yeah.
So who do you got?
I'm going with the Rams.
Rams?
Yeah, I think I'll switch it too, man. Shit, I thought about that.
I'm gonna go Rams. Yeah.
Fuck, they got the firepower.
Yeah, we got a divisional game: Bugs versus Panthers. Way the Panthers played last week.
Thank you.
Jeez, I've been saying it all year. Give the kid some time.
I'm gonna just to spite my brother. I'm gonna go Panthers over Bucks. And if they do this will be a real dagger for the Bucks because they need every win they can in that.
A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know this. Besides maybe Robin, but when the Panthers were an expansion team, I was almost converting to be a Panthers fan.
Because you live in North Carolina.
Well, no, it was when we were young, when they were expansion, like we were like I was converting to be a Panthers fan, and they were playing well, even the Jags, but it just didn't follow through because just the Cowboys are just the best, so I stayed. But
I bet you were waiting for that Super Bowl.
But I'm going with the.
There was so much pain in that. You didn't even fucking.
But
fuck you, JJ.
I still like to root for the Panthers here and there. Bryce Young. Oh, man. He's good. I'm going for the Panthers this game.
Yo, so who should I start, though? Should I start Mahomes or Baker Mayfield?
Fuck, I don't know. I would
Mahomes against the Raiders?
Yeah, I would start Mahomes.
Okay.
They struggled with the Raiders last time. The Raiders are like one of the last teams that beat them besides the Bills.
When was this?
Last year.
Like,
it was last year.
Like,
I'll say they only had one win, one loss.
Since last year playoffs, they haven't lost a game, or they against the Bills though. But
yeah. No, but I think I think the Panthers will lose. You know what I mean? Because like they got Mike Evans coming back. They had him back already. So this is another game where he's healthy.
I'm going for the Panthers.
I mean, go for it, bro.
Yeah,
I'm going for the Bucks, bro. I mean, I would love to go against your brother just to spite him, but nah, the Bucks are rolling.
Yo, next one we got a banger, bro.
Yeah, it is. That's a late window one too, right?
Yeah, midday we got Eagles versus Ravens.
That would be one you could flex. I'll flex that game.
I'm rooting for the Eagles on this one.
Yeah, I'm never gonna do that.
I'm never gonna do that either.
I'm gonna go with the Ravens. They're at home.
Although I know what this outcome might end up, I'm still going for the Ravens.
The Ravens are at home. I think they have the advantage on that one. So Ravens.
Honestly, I hate going into M&T Bank Stadium as a team and trying to play over there.
I say the Ravens are going to win.
Fans are good,
and Henry's going to have more rushing yards than Barkley this game.
Oh, shit. That's bold.
Yes, that's such the crazy part about this game is we got the two top running backs going at it.
That's what I'm telling you.
I hope each team runs the ball 50 fucking times, bro.
Somebody in the AWS department that made this goddamn schedule knew what the fuck we wanted to see, bro. And we're going to get it. We're going to get Barkley versus freaking Henry, bro.
Yeah.
The King versus the King Slayer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The chosen one. You are the chosen one.
Yeah. So I got Eagles. Y'all got Ravens?
I got Ravens.
Of course. All right, we got Niners versus Bills.
What was that, of course? What was that?
Why aren't you going to root for the Eagles, Doug?
Because
fuck the Eagles. What the fuck? They're in our division.
Because one, I think Henry is going to run all over that defense line. Even though they look good.
Defensive line is good.
Even though they look good against the Rams.
Jordan Davis.
But they weren't playing against Henry. Now,
this sounds so fucking familiar.
I've heard that before.
No, but Williams is good. Don't get me wrong. He's a good running back. And then, Lamar Jackson, he's versatile. He ain't Matthew Stafford. Stafford, he's a pocket legit passer. But you have a double threat quarterback. You have the weapons. A running back that you got to make sure you're watching too, who's just big as freak.
Yeah,
he's gonna run through that line. I mean, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a good game, and I think Henry's gonna have more rushing yards.
If the Ravens were 10-1 like the Chiefs are, then I'd be like, you're so
the
right.
Eagles ain't 10-1 either.
So right. No, I know, but the Ravens have flaws. And
so do the Eagles.
They do. You're right.
They're secondary,
but I'm not talking about the Ravens as if they're this unstoppable force.
No,
they're not. Derrick Henry's so
but against
good,
the Eagles,
Lamar's
they're
so
gonna
good.
be.
That's that side. Okay, I'm not saying none of that shit.
Against the Eagles, they're gonna be.
Hey, Eagles have been playing some good teams, and they've been showing out.
So we'll see. The Rams are 5-6.
We'll see how that goes.
I hope that this next team we talk about, the visiting team, gets a little healthy to make this Sunday night game.
Yeah,
beautiful.
I don't think they will, but we got Niners versus Bills. I think Bills are going to dominate that. Another 20-plus point win.
Yeah, I think so too, man. But if Mr. Irrelevant can, heal up whatever's going on with his shoulder, Trent Williams comes back, Bosa comes back, it'll make it a little bit more interesting. I don't think
it was long-term for Brock Purdy.
Yeah, it was just like some kind of discomfort he felt in practice or some shit. Yeah. But Trent Williams, I don't know. I haven't heard nothing since that. So that's big, man. The blind side, bro. The blind side.
Yeah, I'm going for not the Niners.
All right, we got.
So you're going for Amari Cooper? Because he plays for the Bills.
Yeah, buddy.
No.
I mean, buddy.
Amari Cooper is not the Bills.
Coop. I'm going for the Bills.
I'm going for the Bills too.
I'm going for the Bills because of Coop.
But just let me say this real quick. The Eagles played 5-7 Rams, last week. So they played well, but
who else? I mean, they're on a 6-game win streak. Who else did they play?
Oh shit, that's a good question.
yeah, not very good team.
Yeah.
So who did they play that was like, they didn't play the Lions.
No, they played somebody that was good recently. I forget who it was. Let me look at my sketch. Let me look at my motherfucking Palm Pilot. Let's see real quick.
Okay, so the Eagles have played. Let's see, the Bengals. They beat the Bengals.
Week what?
I don't know what week it is. I'm just going off there.
Oh, they beat the Commanders last week.
Yeah,
but the Commandos are kind of on their way down. I think they're starting to become who we think they really are.
They beat the Cowboys. We're one of the best teams in the league.
That's true.
That's true. All right. I can't say nothing now. You're right. They beat the Cowboys.
No, I will say this. They the last teams that they have played have been kind of shit. They lost to the Bucks, right? And since then, the Browns, right? The Giants, the Bengals. The Bengals, yes, have a great offense, but their defense is trash, right? Which is crazy though, because this was 37-17. I don't know how that happened, but that's neither here nor there. After that, they played the Jags and they played us. We've been struggling, and then they played
a lot of bad teams.
Yeah, they have,
but they've dominated a lot of bad teams. It's not like it's not like
they didn't dominate a lot of bad teams.
It's not like they're barely getting by. On
they barely beat the They barely beat the Browns.
They barely beat the Browns. Yeah, that's interesting.
Hey, they dominated the Giants. I get it.
We just beat the Steelers.
That was like week 3. Don't count those.
It feels like
that's preseason.
It feels like no.
They barely beat the Browns.
3 and on.
The worst teams in the league. They barely beat the Browns. They barely beat the Jags.
And they dominate everyone else.
I mean, not really dominated by one worst teams. Yeah.
All right, so we'll see.
This is probably.
How do we talk about them again? Like,
this is probably the
Cowboys
best
fans, bro.
This is probably the best team. This is gonna probably be the best team they play all season.
Eagles are rent free and fucking Cowboys fans.
Not in mine, bro. I charge.
No, not in mine. But I'm just letting you know. I'm just giving you facts. Which we just proved. This is probably the best team they're playing this season.
All right, we'll take it. We'll take that.
Yeah,
we got Browns versus Broncos. I think Broncos are gonna take this one Monday night.
Hey, I think Jameis Winston eating another dub.
I'm going with Browns too.
You know what? And I know
I like Jameis Winston.
I'm talking now my ass.
It sucks that he's a Browns quarterback because I like Jameis Winston.
Where are you gonna put him though? Where else can he really go to be Jameis Winston? He can't go nowhere else.
He can go to the Raiders.
He could go to the Raiders.
Well, I guess right now he could.
I think if he goes to the Raiders,
right now the Raiders wish they would have kept Mariota.
He can go to the Giants.
Oh shit, the Giants could use him for real. Fuck.
But the Giants are trying to tank too.
Yeah.
They're trying to get Shedeur.
Everybody want for sure.
Yeah, I want Shedeur.
Shedeur,
he's good though.
I'm sorry.
He's a good quarterback.
Yeah. Hey, and real quick, JJ, you got anything for the Spurs?
Oh man, Spurs had a big win tonight. Tonight's Tuesday when we're recording. Had a big win over the Jazz. They faced them 4 times this year. They've beat them all 4 times. It's the last time we'll see them.
This was a tournament?
It was a tournament game for us, so we needed this. Implications were Suns needed to beat the Lakers for us to stay in for the elimination portion of it. We play the Lakers tomorrow on Wednesday, which hopefully we do good. Wemby dropped 34 tonight.
Yeah,
Castle, Castle dropped 23.
While we were recording this, we had the multitasking skills up, and we was watching this game individually. And man, I'm telling you, there's a lot. If you were a Spurs fan, you may a majority of y'all live here in Texas, right? But for those who don't, and if y'all are a Spurs fan, there is a lot to be excited about, bro. There's so much, and it's not just the team. The city is gonna grow for these guys, bro. Just because of Wemby, like you don't understand how much a player does to an economy, bro. It's beautiful. I'm so excited to be a part of it.
It was a long time coming.
It was, 100%. And not to be dramatic, but Wemby is literally gonna single-handedly take this city to the next level. Not just basketball, sports-wise, but city-wise, bro.
He's literally the T-Swizzle of San Antonio right now,
bro. And I'm sure a lot of people have their thoughts on sports, right? Mm-hmm. But one thing you can get behind is like forwarding your city and pushing your city to be great and to 100%. Be one of the best. And like that's coming for San Antonio, bro.
It is.
It really is. Mm-hmm. And I'm excited, man. This is our first 4-game win streak since 2020. So
shit, that's crazy.
I put somewhat 2-1 or 3-1 in the cup play.
I think we're 2-1.
2-1, right?
Yeah, because we lost. We lost to the Lakers at home last week.
Is tomorrow a game for the tournament?
I don't know. I have to double check, but tomorrow.
I don't think it would be a.
I don't think they'd do a back-to-back for a tournament. That'd be wild.
Yeah, probably not. But the championship and everything is already starting next week, the 4th.
That's crazy
in Vegas. So like,
it's already. Hey, December's right around the corner.
Yep,
that's wild.
So
I mean, even if they don't, like, let's say they don't go to the final, win a championship this year, whatever, a cup championship,
or even a run, run in the cup, bro. For a team that won 22 games last season to go in the next season and already win 10 games a month and a half into the season, that's really good.
And let's give it up to the veterans in the game too, because last game Barnes helped a lot, right? And then
Western Conference Player of the Week for the first time in his career after 13 years.
Wild, bro, because like Harrison Barnes, bro. Like at one point in time, he was like a star, bro. Like,
with crazy. Golden State, right? When he won
even
with
before that.
Well, yeah, when he was
Dallas.
with Golden State first. They won a championship and everything, and then went down to Dallas for more money.
Yeah.
He was still. I never really bought into him because he was like one dimensional, but his everything else came into play when he got to Dallas. Leader, veteran, blah blah, and this and that. But him coming to San Antonio, I didn't think he was gonna stay. I thought it was more one of those like
waved,
wave, whatever.
Me too, bro.
And then Chris Paul came, and I was like, man, like.
I know. I would have never thought. I would have never thought. Like in a million years, I would have heard Chris Paul
in a Spurs
jersey.
Harrison
Barnes in a Spurs jersey.
Harrison Barnes I might have seen, but like with Chris Paul, you don't see that in San Antonio. You don't see these stars wanting. And I know he's towards the end of his career still. No, guys don't be like,
what the fuck?
You know, I want to go.
He came to us.
No, but like I'm saying like. They don't like. Oh, I want to go play in San Antonio.
This is point guard, bro. This is point guard.
Yeah, like CP3. You don't want to. You don't hear these guys in free agency be like, "Hey, let me go see. I want to play in San Antonio and play there and help this team." Like nobody wants to do that.
Aldridge,
but he's from Texas. Like he wanted to come home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm saying like you're not gonna see LeBron James, Giannis. Like they're not gonna go free agency. Like, hey, I want to go to San Antonio as my number one
last
pick.
person that might come.
Who's that?
KD. The cupcake himself. He is from Texas.
But I don't think he'll leave. I don't think he'll leave
Phoenix. I think he retires.
I think he's good in Phoenix.
You think he's done?
Nah, he ain't done.
But I think he'll finish his career.
I don't think he's moving anymore. If he moves again, if he'll move anywhere, he'll move back to Golden State. Yeah. Just so they can give him his statue.
He ain't getting no fucking statue.
No, but if he went back there, like they'll be like, okay, you know, he should get a statue.
Dog, I bet you they would say we respectfully decline. We're gonna build
but again, like you don't see these big stars, big names being like, I want to play for San Antonio. You know,
and that's changing, bro.
And for Chris Paul to do that, even though I understand he's at the back end of his career, still like he can go to any team and help them contribute to win.
But he's back end of his career. You're right, but he is transforming this team, bro. Yeah, we have 100%. The third. Last year we were the youngest team in the league. We're right next to OKC. This year we're the third youngest team in the league because we got two old heads now. But they are transforming this team, bro. Last year, third quarter, they start getting blown out and they could never come back.
Hey,
and I'm gonna say this. We've talked through this through messaging and stuff, but Pop, hey man, don't come back. No. I say that because
he still needs to develop.
He doesn't need to develop Wemby as the head coach. He don't need to do that.
I see what you're saying.
Wemby isn't getting developed by Pop only. Because everybody's still there.
Yeah.
Tony's still there. Manu's still there. D-Wall's still there. Duncan's still there. Robinson is still there. Everybody's putting a piece of themselves into this kid. I get what you're saying,
but I think there's a caveat to it because the Spurs were still doing well under Pop until they got all their injuries.
Yeah.
No, but even then, like even when Pop, I mean, I know we didn't have like great stars or whatever, but you can see his style of play was not transitioning into what the NBA is turned into.
Look at who he had.
His biggest thing back in the day was defense. That was his biggest thing. And, you know, Phil Jackson knew when it was time for him to, like, step away. Even though he's one of the greatest coaches, he knew, like, hey, man, this is not my style. This is not me anymore.
Yeah.
It's time for me to step away and let these young coaches that are bringing these kids in that play this style of basketball to coach. And there's a lot of those coaches out there that come from a Pop tree, but have this flair to like win games. For instance, what's the coach's name from Houston? Who came from Boston? Ime Udoka, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he started that Boston team.
Yeah.
And now he's building this Houston team,
which is pretty good.
Which isn't a Pop style, but he's from the Pop tree.
Yeah.
And
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Pop is not saying he's not the GOAT.
Yeah.
But he is. His style is really not transitioning to today's game, and
I think it's hard to put it on this season because of the situation. Like, if he had his team, if he hadn't gone out, I still think the Spurs would have been winning these games.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't
what's
think
the name what's the name of that coach that's coaching right now?
Mitch Johnson. He's really good.
Shit, he's doing good, but
he
falls from the same tree.
Yeah.
Not only does it not, I'm not saying they're not from the tree because Udoka is. But he doesn't coach like Pop, like Mitch, him too. The way that he's coaching and he's letting these players play and he's like interacting and all that plays a part. And he has a different style of coaching than Pop.
Yeah.
With Pop, it's almost like not saying you have to be perfect, but like there's like this standard that you just have to do it this way and there's no other way. And this is how we're gonna do it. But when you step away, he steps away from the court. You see these kids playing free and like, it's just different.
Something one of my managers told me, bro, is like all year they're gonna like be on you, bro. I'm gonna give you shit that I'm gonna be harder on you now, because when it comes time to actually play or whatever, you're gonna know what to do. You're gonna know how to do it, right? So Pop probably teaching them and this and that. Maybe it's not working here. Maybe it's not working there. Especially last year. Last year, you could tell he was just mixing matching who fits, who doesn't, right?
Yeah.
This year, it's a little bit of the same in the beginning, and then you can tell that now that he's stepping away, what did you learn? And look at it. Look at what they've learned.
And then again, too, I think another part too is that we're getting veterans who've done it, and we're winning. And he can't coach like that with those guys, because those guys.
But he was though.
No, but it was.
He was.
No, but it was looking a little stiff. Let's just be honest.
It always does.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. At the same time, like maybe his style was holding some players back from being able to.
Who would be holding back? Because Stephen Castle was closing out games when Pop was there.
He's a rookie. I'm just saying, in these couple of years that we've kind of been like struggling, like I think not saying Keldon Johnson right now would be a star player anymore, but maybe he was just being held back just a little bit.
No. Keldon Johnson.
This subject right here, I can't get into it because this guy don't like Kelvin Johnson.
No.
I like him.
I liked him.
I like him.
He was gonna be the future of he was gonna be one of our guys.
But what happened? He kept regressing. He's too sloppy.
Why?
No, it's not. That's not on Pop.
Maybe.
No,
was it not on Pop?
No.
I don't know.
No, you gotta do so much as a coach, bro.
Pop
you
was
gotta
giving
put the
him
work in too.
No, but he was putting in the coach. He was putting the work in at Lanier High School every summer, every offseason,
There's a difference between putting in work as a shooting guard, which is what he could continuously try to be, and then he's really a fucking point guard. So what are you doing?
The issue with Keldon is not Pop. The issue with Keldon is that he's sloppy on defense, and he doesn't play great defense.
No,
he's sloppy by driving to the basket, and he has a single vision of just going. He has no vision on the court, and he's too reckless out there. Yeah, I said it before. He's like Manu, but without the talent.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that.
That's not Pop. Pop was giving him minutes. Pop was putting him in when he needed him, but he just kept making mistake after mistake after mistake.
Bro, if I had the perfect world, I would say like Rajon Rondo opens up a school of point guard. How to be a point guard, because like Rondo
there's no position play anymore.
So there's no
that's what I'm saying.
True point guard.
There's no positional play. The league nowadays is non-position. It's a positionless league.
Well, the thing that's what sucks.
Pop
right?
don't coach
because
that.
Everybody wants to be two shooting guards and go.
But Pop don't coach that. He coaches you playing point guard. You're the point guard. You're the forward.
No,
man. Come on.
Listen to this, bro. Having a true pure point guard like CP3 has really elevated Wemby's game, bro. Because if you saw last year, everybody was just out there to get their own buckets, bro.
Yep.
Bro, CP3 has never been that guy, bro.
Yep.
So it's so great to see it, to have somebody that can actually help with developing on the field, right?
That's what I'm saying.
That you see in the timeouts, or you see in the breaks, bro. CP3 and Wemby chopping it up, but that's what I'm saying. That's by design, though, bro.
Yeah, that's not Pop's fault.
No, I'm saying it's Pop's fault.
But that's what we call a byproduct.
Yes,
that's because
a byproduct of what?
Of fucking CP3's knowledge.
Yes,
for getting CP3
exactly.
But
it's like
having CP3.
No. At the end of the day,
it's not Pop. That's not Pop.
At the end of the day, yes, that for that part. But dog, at the end of the day, Pop is the one running the freaking plays, running. You know what I mean? So in those instances, yes, Pop is giving him the play. CP3 understands the play. Maybe the other four don't, and that's when the coaching comes in. You have a general.
CP3 is like having Pop on the court.
Yes,
like it's an extension. Pop can only do so much, right? But when you have CP3, it's like having your own Pop on the court,
bro. It's like somebody.
Yeah, but he's not Pop. He is his own. Like he is not Pop,
right?
He's just not.
But he understands Pop, right? So
you don't need Pop.
No, you need
because you got Chris Paul on the court.
We talked about this in NFL.
You have a Pop on the court.
You need a coach, bro.
Which they have a good coach right now.
Who is a byproduct of Pop?
Yes,
he's learned
everything. He's under the tree. Yes,
he's learned everything from
Oduku did too, but he ain't playing the Pop style basketball. You know what I'm saying?
You say that, but Pop has come out and said, No, we want Wemby to shoot 15 threes. We don't want him to be in the paint and be in a position.
Yeah, it makes no fucking sense.
He literally said literally said word for word, we want him facing the basket. He's more of a perimeter player. We want him to be that.
Yeah, because that's how he was out in France.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
So Pop's adapted his game, but he's never had the talent that he's had now in the past 5 years. He has way more talent in this year alone that he's had in the past 5 years combined. Bro.
I agree with that. Just having Wemby and having.
So like that's why I don't
having
fault
Vassell.
Oh. Yes, bro. That's why I don't. And
I love Vassell.
And
no, he's had Vassell for.
Vassell was like
and
2 years in.
Vassell's one of our best players.
No, he is one of the better players.
No, Vassell's like 5 years in. But
he's
but
Sochan, because he came from Baylor.
Yeah, and so that's why this season I'm not putting so much of it on like, oh, we don't need Pop. I'm putting so much of like, we've got this veteran presence now. Mm-hmm. We established at the beginning of the season and off season, this is how we're going to flow. This is how we're doing it. Pop's adapting his coaching because he knows he has these veterans that can help out more.
And he needs to learn how to play pointless.
And he is playing positionless basketball now. Like Pop established that already. It's just unfortunate that he had a stroke. And like Spurs still don't have. They've only played, I think, one game with Wemby, Sohan, and Devin all together.
What I'm saying
what's the score in between that time? Because they haven't been losing.
They've been winning.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, that's great.
Yeah,
that's
without
great.
Pop. Yeah,
and I'll tell you this, bro. When it comes to this,
there's a time and a time when you just gotta like, hey man, it's just that time.
But I think he deserves the respect to do it on his own terms.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think it has to be like, okay, you had a stroke, you're done.
Not saying that. No, nobody's saying kick him to the curb. Don't be involved. He doesn't necessarily need to coach anymore.
Honestly, though, I've been reading a lot of reports that like it was a mild stroke, but it's not like a mini stroke. A mild stroke is like cognitive. Like he
don't need to coach.
He's going through it. Like that's the reason he hasn't been around. The reason you haven't seen him is because
it makes sense. Like when you have a stroke, man, shit, like half the side of your body like stops fucking working, and especially if it's a mild stroke. It's not severe to where you probably lose that like your motor functions, but
it's to the point where LaMelo Ball's mom, you know how she had the stroke and she had to learn to walk.
Well, that's not a mild
bro.
stroke.
You look up a mild stroke, bro. People don't go back to work after a mild stroke, let alone coach an NBA team.
I knew a lady, bro, where her face literally stuck. Like where she would laugh and her other side would be stiff. So unfortunately, she had a stroke.
Either way, what I'm saying is that he don't need to come back.
No, he doesn't.
No. And I'm not saying kick him to the curb. Don't get me wrong. He made this team. No, he made this team what it was. We won 5 championships, right? Like
not even then. Now he still made this team. Now
he's still kind of making the team now. Yes, maybe here and there. But what I'm saying is that he can get into a position where he still has an input and helps manage or whatever, but he don't need to coach.
We don't
need him to be on the field or on the court anymore.
I don't think he needs to come back and be a coach. Yeah, at least this season.
He can find a position in the organization that's like a liaison that helps out, like a coaching liaison. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
And keep that cat that's running it right now because he's doing good.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe bring him back.
You don't need him to come back and coach this team. You don't need him.
And I think that's a testament to the organization about it being 100% plug and play.
And not only that, you made that point. You brought in one of the pops on the court that takes care of everything, and that's Chris Paul.
Yeah, but what happens when he's gone, though? This is a temporary solution.
By then, you're hoping, at this point, that
it's like he's already mentored the rookie that you brought in to be that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that Chris Paul is going to be, this is actually retiring. This is farewell tour. He could be here another year or two.
The thing is we need to make sure that Castle's ready to go. If
Paul, and I can see Chris Paul can, like, if they do well this year, I mean, I can see Paul maybe like, you know what, maybe we can actually make an actual run in a year or two, and maybe he can win something here in San Antonio.
Maybe Chris Paul can take a back seat, come off the bench, like Steph Castle's a starter.
Manu did that.
Yeah. No,
and he won 4 rings?
Yeah. I see what you're saying, bro. I agree.
I'm not saying kick him to the curb. I'm just saying, hey, man, he don't need to come back to the court and coach.
And then right? All the Spurs fans, he's 75. You knew his time's coming as far as like coaching goes. It's just so unfortunate the way it happened. I think he should come back this season, but maybe as like a support or like assistant. Like,
it's unfortunate, yeah, but maybe this is the time where it's like, you know what?
I don't know. I just don't like people thinking that we were losing because of Pop, but we the season started off good because of what Pop has done, the groundwork that he's put in, the development that he put into Wemby and this team over the past 2 years. Sohan's going to be one of the best
past year for Wemby.
Well, this year and last year, I mean.
Quarter of a year.
Quarter of a year, yeah. Devin's going to be a really good player. Jeremy is a really good player.
If they stay healthy.
Defensively. And that's the biggest caveat to all this is they still haven't had a 100% team since the season started.
I think there's still another. I think they're gonna pull another wild card into the Spurs, and it's gonna make a big difference within like maybe this year or next year. But I think there's still a wild card coming. Just
imagine we're winning all these games now. Just imagine when we get Sohan back and Devin back, and we have Sohan, Devin, and Wemby on the floor, bro. Our defensive, we're top 10 right now in defensive rating. We're number 9. Our defensive rating is gonna shoot up, bro. We'll probably be top 5.
I think Barnes and Paul might bring somebody else in. I have a feeling that somebody else is going to come.
By the trade deadline?
Yeah. Somebody might be able to pick something up.
Yeah.
And that might be interesting. That might even be contention this year.
It would. We'll see. I'm excited, man. To end off the segment here, we're just going to go around. Everyone here is going to be listening to the podcast on Thanksgiving Day. Hopefully you're spending it with your families and you're eating good and having a good time. Aldo, what's your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
My favorite Thanksgiving dish?
Yes.
Man, you know what? My favorite Thanksgiving dish will probably have to be cranberry sauce with stuffing.
Interesting. Okay.
That's so funny because that's my favorite dish.
Y'all motherfuckers brothers, bro. That's wild for real.
Yeah.
You like that?
What else you
do?
Bro,
cranberry and stuff. I can eat a whole fucking plate of stuffing with a little plop of cranberry, bro.
That's wild.
Fucking fire.
You know what's so funny on my end? I the least thing that I like is the cranberry, bro. But give me that motherfucking turkey leg, please.
Turkey leg.
Yeah. You know, I think maybe because I eat turkey leg throughout the year.
Yeah,
you know, like turkey leg, drums.
That's what we do here. That's what we do here in Texas, in San Antonio. Yeah, no, but you know what? I can't get enough of it. It's great protein,
bro. And I don't know why, like my mom's stuffing, bro. I love my mom's stuffing, and like literally, I don't need any other food. I can just eat a plate of stuffing, a plate of stuffing, a plate of stuffing, bro.
The ladies were at my house making it.
Yeah,
so I saw it, and she told us everything. She's like, "Don't put too much bell peppers because then it makes it this and this. Don't put too much."
And I'm like, gizzards. She puts gizzards.
Yeah, we had like 16 gizzard packs just opened up. It's gonna be good, bro. I am in charge of making the 2 turkeys this year, guys. So I got one smoking on a pellet grill this year, and I got another one in the oven. So I hope I'll be able to feed my family with all that. And I hope you guys get to feed your families, and I just wish you all a happy Thanksgiving, because without y'all, there's no us. You know what I mean? So, we all want to enjoy some good food with good people and watch some good sports, bro. This is going to be a good Thursday. Let's all eat some turkey together, y'all.
We'll wrap it up on that. Again, happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. Thank you for listening. We appreciate everybody. We're thankful for everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave your comments. And everyone have a good day with their family. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Hey, and leave in the comments, what's your favorite Turkey Day meal, man? Because,
good one.
I was talking to some people, and not many people do mac and cheese unless you're from the South, and I was blown away. So you let me know, do you do mac and cheese in the South?
It's gotta be good, man. It's gotta be good.
It's gotta be sticky. So, hey, happy Turkey Day. Gobble, gobble. Let's watch some football.
Appreciate it. Thank you.